$38. Fair warning. Next lot. $42, $75. Fair warning. Next lot. $18, $22, $24. $26, $28, $30, $32.
Welcome in, everybody,
$34.
to another Tuesday auction. They just don't stop. They just don't stop. There's no break. There's no rest for the wicked. The auctions must run. You guys know that. You guys know that. The signature is in the rear view now.
55.
And the market pushes on. We're now 3 months out until the next signature. It's kind of like a big market reset in a way. But on that note, I say that, right? And this soundtrack goes hard. Like, worried it's too loud. Jesus. I forgot that it, like, gets into it there.
Next lot. $12.
But on that note,
$16,
with auctions there, on Thursday, yeah, the music loud, I figured. It was, the music was going hard, I agree. And there's still more graded games to be sold. On Thursday, we have a Sega Showcase auction. 160 premium Sega games going up for auction. Master System, Genesis, Game Gear, Sega Saturn. A lot of really premium Sega stuff on Thursday. 6 p.m., 7 p.m. Central Time, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Exact same as the weekly on this Thursday. So I know there's been a lot of auctions, but if you're into Sega stuff, you're going to want to show up for that one. There's a lot of really good stuff in it. But man, I know. There's it's an endless stream of auctions right here. I think in another, what is it, 25 days or so, we have Certified Link is coming up as well. Of course, there's the weeklies at PWCC, the weeklies at Golden. There is a link in the description. There's a link in the Discord, sorry. If you want to see all the active auction houses where you should keep your eyes every single week. It's a lot of work, I know it is, but if you keep your eyes on every single auction house every single week, I promise you, you will find deals in this market. There's always something selling cheap somewhere if you put the time in to show up to every single auction. So, something to keep in mind. If you're not in the Discord, join the Discord. Link in the description of the video.
$14.
What's this doing right here? Close that. I want this. Link in the description of the video here. I'll just grab it for you guys and post it into the chat. If any of you guys aren't in the Discord yet. I'm just pin this actually. Just pin this in the message here.
$44.
We should pin this every day. We'll pin that. And of course, tonight's auction is sponsored by Heritage Auctions. Huge thanks to them sponsoring. Huge thanks to you guys coming out for this Tuesday auction. If you guys are interested in consigning with Heritage Auctions, in the description of the video, you can find everything coming up for the upcoming Showcase and Signatures auctions. Like I said, the next signature now is going to take place in July. Consignment deadline for that is in June. And consignment deadlines are fast approaching for the PC Showcase auction. Going to have high-grade computer games across it. 8 to 64-bit Showcase auction and a 6th Gen and Beyond Showcase auction. This Pioneers auction here is also having consignment deadline soon, but it's been moved out to a later date, so not quite as big of a rush on the Pioneers auction there. And of course, they're always taking quality consignments for the Tuesday auctions we watch right here on YouTube. Videogames@ha.com. If you have any other questions, use the referral link in the description of the video. Helps me out, helps keep the lights on around here. And welcome in, everybody. Of course, we're starting off with Atari. We have 193 games today. Again, we're going with a sub 200 auction. This is now 3 weeks in a row that we've been under 200 games in the entire auction. Once it starts happening in, you know, that's starting to become a trend right there. It's starting to become a trend. 3 weeks in a row below 200 games. Are we going to keep seeing this number trend downwards? That's the big question. And of course, the other big question, will you guys be submitting with the new WATA cases?
$40.
The new cases are here. Is it finally time to start submitting with WATA games again? You guys saw the video I did. Submissions were way down month over month for WATA. Has everyone been waiting for this brand new case? Let me just bring up the Instagram here for WATA games if you guys haven't seen the announcement.
$46. $48.
Are they still advertising it in their story? They probably are.
Fair warning.
Nope, guess not.
$50.
Gotta go to their actual page here.
$55.
Using Instagram on the using Instagram like not the app is awful. It is not optimized to be used on a computer.
$65.
Here we go. Hopefully this isn't too loud.
$70.
The new cases. Very snazzy, very new, completely different from the old ones in a lot of ways. So I'm sure some people are going to love it. I'm sure some people aren't going to love it. I personally am a big fan. I think it's like better in almost every way, to be completely honest.
$46.
But
$50. $55.
The new cases are here. I'm going to make a full video going over it soon here. I'll just pause it here once we get a good little clip of it. There. I'm going to make a new video soon covering everything to do with the new case, so you can look out for that either tomorrow or the next day.
Fair warning.
But curious to hear what you guys have to say about it.
Next lot.
What do you mean no more controller symbol? I don't believe so. It looks like the label has been simplified to get rid of any kind of like nothing, like any kind of non-needed information, basically.
$40.
It's a very clean label overall. Almost arguably too much dead space, but
fair warning.
Did they ever announce a recasing deal? Not that I've seen Super Junk. And yeah, welcome in everybody. Jesus, I completely ignored you guys there for like 10 minutes straight.
Fair warning.
What is going on? Super Junk, Tyrell,
$48.
Juan G, Big Box Game Shop, Tatsu, HC, Gym Leader, John, Elijah, Lewis, Alma, Spacebird, King, Graf, the Old Drunk Gamer.
Fair
welcome,
warning.
welcome, you guys. Appreciate you guys being here. Acid Jaguar. Jag, it's your copy, I think I saw on eBay. You have a 9.4 Nintendo Power, if I'm not mistaken. I believe it's your listing.
$40. $44.
I believe it's your listing there. A 9.4 Nintendo Power for $24,000, I think. If you guys saw Reserved Investments, if you guys saw Sean's new video, he was actually defending
$12.
the $100,000 Nintendo Power sale.
$16. $20. $20.
He was saying it was a good price or a good sale or it makes sense, and I was just baffled, honestly. And I think I have to do a response video to Sean's video. Not necessarily. I mean, I do disagree. I think 100K for the Nintendo Power 1 is absolutely absurd. I think we are inevitably going to see multiple 9.8 show up. Like soon. Consider that we saw that 9.4 Nintendo Power come up, right? That sold in November. At that time, when that 9.4 sold, there were no 9.6s and no 9.8s. And then from November to the signature, in a 3 or 4 month span, we had a 9.4 or a 9.8 copy show up almost immediately. It's a different guy on the 9.4. I saw that the name was Jag, and I thought it was you, Acid Jag.
Next lot.
Yeah, get him on to GregTube for the debate. Me and Sean debated out live. I think I will just make a response video to him, because I think it's interesting to talk about. Because I'm just surprised he's so...
$36.
Yeah, I'm surprised he has that take on the Nintendo Power book when he's been so negative overall. Not negative overall, but so skeptical of the organic rarity or inherent rarity of factory sealed video games that you would not also be extremely weary and extremely skeptical of the odds of more mint Nintendo Power 1 booklets existing out there, especially when it was possible to backorder. I think with issues 1 through 50 could be backordered in, I don't know, 1990, 1991. So,
fair warning.
Generally speaking, like years after this book was published, years after this book was established, people could go back and collect it. People could go back and treat it as a collectible, even if they missed out on it during the first round. There's no such thing as doing that with video games.
Next lot.
At least when there's definitive first prints of games that exist, right?
$38.
And I don't know, it's just interesting. It's interesting to hear him have such a different outlook
$40.
on games versus this magazine.
Fair warning.
Is it
Next
true the new
lot.
case don't show the date graded?
$2.
Really? Do they not?
$4.
If they got rid of the date
$6.
graded on the back, that is
$8.
kind of shitty, actually.
$18.
Does this video show it?
22, 20, 20,
This video doesn't really show the back of the label.
$30.
Front of the label has nothing. Yeah, back of the label has the
Fair
barcode
warning.
there, which assumedly we'll actually be able to scan and see all the
$34.
details. Oh, there we go.
$40.
Yeah, no, there's no date
$42.
graded on the back of the case. Look at that, hey?
$44.
They got rid of the date grade. How am I supposed to know if it's a shitty 2020
Fair
game?
warning.
What am I supposed to do? Is it a 2019 A+,
Next
or am
lot.
I actually getting a game that doesn't look like shit?
$28.
How am I supposed to know?
$32.
You actually agree with Sean on this one, but what do I know?
$48. $55. $60.
You'd argue the sample and poster variants are simultaneous
Fair warning.
releases? I would as well, Jaguar, but
$65.
with the sample copies, those should not have been produced any other time except for
Fair
the
warning.
initial run of Nintendo Power. Like, as far as
Next
I know,
lot.
the free poster copies should have been part of the
$42.
possible back order copies of Nintendo Power.
50, 6, 7,
So assumedly
$80.
those would have... Assumedly those will have
Fair warning.
more copies that exist, potentially in mint condition, versus
Next
sample
lot.
copies. Sample copies should be everything Sean talked about.
$150.
You know, if it was a sample copy that sold even, I don't think I would feel as strongly as I do about his opinion
Fair
on
warning.
the book. But since it was a free poster inside, the
Next
other
lot.
one, you know what I mean? Everything he says about it just kind of like,
$2.
they would be, and higher
$4.
quantities. Yeah, exactly. There should just
$6.
be like a
$8.
much higher
$10.
likelihood that we will see more
$12.
9.8 free poster copies on the market than sample copies.
Fair warning.
Moving forward as well.
$14.
I think there's someone in one of the groups there that has a 9.4 sample copy. It'll be really
Fair
interesting to see how that book tracks against the poster
Next
copy.
lot.
Sean is clearly sitting on some Nintendo Powers. Yes, of course. Of course. How could we all be so naive? How could we be so naive? He's playing us like a fucking fiddle out here. The one time he defends it is because Sean is sitting on mountains and mountains. Mint SNES has it, yes. Also,
warning.
stepping into NES here. I didn't even talk about Atari. We're just chatting about everything
Next
that's
lot.
taking place here. There's just so much to talk about. Now that
22,
everyone's had a
20,
chance to have opinions on, you
$28.
know, the signature, the Nintendo Power. I saw someone else today on
Fair
Instagram
warning.
posted up a bunch of
$32.
World of Warcraft Collector's Edition,
30,
so it's going to be really interesting to see what
$36.
happens with the price of that. My guess is, for now, in the short term, it's only
Fair
going to go
warning.
down, but as a long-term hold, I do believe in
$40,
World of Warcraft Collector's Edition, but my guess is there's a lot of them floating around out there.
$46.
Yeah, it's annoying there's no date, Kevin. I agree.
$48.
I agree. You think you're not aware
Fair
of this
warning.
date grading discrepancy?
$50.
Yeah, some of the early graded NES, or some of the early graded
Fair
WATA
warning.
games, they were way softer on seal ratings. Like getting an A+, getting an
Next
A++
lot.
was extremely easy.
$26.
And there's a lot of, you can find a lot of
$28,
examples of it. A++ especially, WATA was
$34.
giving it out way easier than they do now. So if you're, like, that's not to
$36.
say every 2019,
$38,
2020,
$40,
even, like, you know, into
$44,
2021 until they really made the swap over from
$46,
Colorado to California.
$50,
Not to say all of those are shit,
$60,
but it's, like, kind of when you evaluate
$70.
early PSA cert trading cards. Like, if you look at early
$80.
PSA 10s for Pokemon even, something in, like, if you can find, like, a 000
Fair warning.
cert, or even, like, anywhere up to
$90.
002, if you look at those and compare them to modern PSA 10s, you're going to find more discrepancies and more examples of PSA 10s that really shouldn't be PSA 10s,
Fair
or ones
warning.
that won't be if you were to regrade them today.
Next
Grading
lot.
grading standard changes
$24.
are kind of always happen, but something to keep in Something to keep in mind. That's not to say every 2022, 2023 item is going to be really strong either, but if you are buying an earlier graded game from WATA, I would be a little bit more critical on examining it. That's all. Missed my reaction to the new cases? Don't worry, John Smith. There's going to be a full video coming soon about the new cases, everything I think about them, everything you need to know about them, crossovers, submissions, all that stuff. Legacy holders, full video is going to be coming soon.
$140.
Would recase games reflect the original grade date anyway? They should, Kevin. They certainly should.
Fair warning.
But I don't know how they're going to handle it. If it gets a new barcode on a resubmission,
next lot.
You know what I mean? I don't know.
$140.
It should reflect the original date. It'd be kind of stupid if it didn't.
$190.
In the NES realm here, I mean, in the Atari, we really didn't have much. Barely anything cracked $100 actually. Miss Pac-Man went over $100. It was 9.48++. Otherwise, every single Atari game today, and there were 15 to 20 of them, went under $100. Good day to be a graded Atari collector. In NES here, we start off with the Athletic World, the common variant here, 8.5B plus for $77. Bases loaded 2, 8.0A for $129. Deadly Towers, 9.0A, mid-production copy, I believe, $159. Deja Vu was actually a 9.6A plus from the Plattsburgh collection for $300. Just a high-grade copy of the game there. And into Double Dragon, early production, 8.0 CIB with a 7.5 box. Yes, Daniel Freeman, new WATA cases.
$140.
Of course, yes, the same guy who graded those early WATA games is now the head grader at CGC. So make of it all what you will, right? If Kenneth was the one responsible for making loose early WATA grading, he's now at CGC.
$180. $190.
Like, what are we even supposed to think of that, right? It's actually comical that,
$180.
I don't know, out of every fucking person in the world, the same person becomes the head grader at both main grading companies. It just sounds stupid, you know what I mean? There's millions and millions of people out there. How the hell do they both need to use the same person? Just seems very odd. Super Junk, that is a great question. Why did he change companies? You'd think if you're, you know, nice and established at WATA Games that you wouldn't want to leave. I don't know if it was his choice to leave.
$320.
I have no idea. I have no idea.
Fair warning.
The Double Dragon 8.0 goes for $216. Dr. Chaos 9.2A sold for $360 there.
$80. $85.
There really aren't a ton of qualified people who would want to move. Yeah, so with the move there, Kenneth was in Colorado. Assumedly, he went over to Florida now, right, for CGC. So really,
next lot. $12.
He would have had to go from Colorado to California or from Colorado to Florida. He was moving either way. With Kenneth there. Kenneth was moving either way. He is from Florida originally.
$50.
All right, that is something to consider.
$55. $60.
Something to consider there. Like I said, I don't know why he, you know, went from company to company, but he did, and it's goofy. Fisher Price here, perfect fit. I know, like, I know Chokeslam, you were memeing on the game here. Finally, a perfect fit NS for your NES collection. I don't think it's easy at all though to find a perfect fit factory sealed.
Fair warning.
I think it's very difficult. So getting a 9.2 NS for $84 is like kind of comically low, is it not? That just feels like a good price for the buyer. Dragon Spirit is an 8.08 for $124 there. Dr. Chaos is a 9.2A. Actually sold decent there. $360 for a 9.2A. We'll do our first price check here on Dr. Chaos. Yeah, 9.6A. February 9th for $384. This 9.2A just sold for $360. Solid sale on Dr. Chaos. Not a game we see all too often.
Fair warning.
Not bad at all.
Next lot.
Yeah, this is also another one we don't see hardly at all. This Gary Kitchen's Battle Tank. This is the 9.8A from the Plattsburgh. I'm pretty sure we've seen... Oh, we haven't seen it apparently. 9.4A Plus showed up February 2023 for $372. The 9.8 today sells for $528. Yeah, Battle Tank. We just hardly
Next
ever see it.
lot. $42. 40, 50,
Not a
50,
super desirable game, but still 9.8 copy of the game. Yeah, rares, no one cares. Exactly.
Fair
You know
warning.
what it is, Supyo. Gold there, 9.0A for $114.
$65.
Into Gyrus, 9.0B plus.
$70.
I just thought I would turn down the heat. 1 second here.
$75. $80. $85. $90. $100. Fair warning. $110.
There we go.
Fair warning.
Oof, had the heat cranked in here. I'm like sweating already. Sweating from all these great sales.
$10.
Gyrus. Oh, I didn't even miss anything. Jeez, that's
$14.
great. 9.0B plus goes for $129.
$18. $22.
The design isn't too bad. I like the new design, Daniel. I'm a big fan. Like,
Fair
aesthetically
warning.
speaking, I really do like the new design.
$30.
I find the old cases to be bulky and kind of ugly.
$32.
Like, I know they have this big trophy appeal to the old cases. Like, they're very...
Fair warning.
They're very sturdy, right? They're very substantial.
$34.
But I also find them to be gaudy and, like, overbearing.
Fair warning.
Like, the case itself, the case itself almost, like, outshines the game, if you know what I mean.
Fair warning.
Yeah, it's sturdy is another word you can use. It's just it's a big ass case.
Fair warning.
So I'm happy, very happy they
$40
sleeked down the
$42.
design and made it look more, I don't know, like not uniform,
Fair
but
warning.
yo, Admiral, it has been a while, my guy. It has been a
Next
while,
lot.
Admiral. You're guys excited about the new
$110.
cases. Had to pop into the chat. That's what I like to see.
$130.
Ah, yes, I should have taken my shirt off instead of lowering the heat.
$140.
Of course, Rick, of course. I could have probably upped the viewership while doing that, too.
Fair warning.
Not as rare as you thought, though. Apparently, there's a round seal that's incredible for a perfect fit. Are you saying perfect fit has a
Fair
round
warning.
seal, or that...
$150.
Which one has a round seal? Sorry. Go Slam. Oh, Dr. Chaos is a rare game.
Fair warning.
Dr. Chaos has the round seal. Interesting. I didn't realize Dr. Chaos even had
Next
an oval
lot.
and a round. It's a game I never see and a game that I think even less about. Do you know what I mean? Like I just... It's Dr. Chaos on the NES? I don't know. I've never thought about it. Jordan versus Bird, one-on-one is a 6.5B plus. That was Jack Nicklaus. We just had 9.4A, went for 169. Lower grade copy of Jordan versus Bird, for sure. We're still pushing our way up into the multiple hundreds here. Remember, we talked about this one not long ago. The Jordan versus Bird has some insane sales. This has fading on the box top and water damage. I better do a response to Sean or I'm a fake gamer.
Fair warning. $320.
Yeah, I think I should. I think I should.
Fair warning.
I can start some drama with Sean, and then we can end it with a boxing match.
Next lot.
I think that's how all good YouTube drama ends these days.
$26.
Jordan versus Bird closes at $360. Fading on the top and water damage.
$38.
Still $360 for that. Here's a Zelda cartridge. It's a 9.0.
$46. $50.
9.0 Zelda cartridge, 3-screw, mid-production. I'm just kind of interested to see here. Like this is a 9.0 cart, right? Like you can see that it has very clear. The chipping isn't terrible. Like you can see it has scratching, paint flicking, chipping. There's light scratching on the label as well. Nothing too extreme. A little bit down here you can see. It looks like there's actually a decent amount of paint flaking all over the cartridge. Scratch down here, flaking along the edges, the rims. Look at the back. The back kind of looks like shit, low-key.
Fair warning.
A lot of scratches. Like, just, small scratches on the cart. Label has some scratches, issues. Again, there's flaking, debris. Like, I don't know. It's a 9.0, Supyo. It's a 9.0.
Next lot.
I don't know how CGC grades cartridges. This is kind of one of my first times looking at one.
Fair warning.
As far as the 9.0 goes, I'm kind of disappointed, I guess.
Next lot.
Would be the best way I can say it.
$360.
Like, I don't know. It's fine condition. If this was an 8 or an 8.5, I'd be like, okay. You know, 8, 8.5, I wouldn't really say anything. But as a 9?
$55.
Really? I'm just kind of surprised. I would grade it harder than that.
$65.
I would grade it much harder than that. Me personally. I would probably give it an 8. Yeah, I would feel comfortable with an 8. But maybe they grade Zelda on a different kind of curve because you know,
$120.
maybe they meant 9.0 out of 100. Yeah, maybe they grade Zelda on a different curve because it's so prone to flaking or chipping. I don't know. Interesting. Like I said, I've never seen a 9.0 CGC cartridge before. This is my first time looking at one in high detail, just giving honest thoughts and my own feedback there. I think it's graded kind of high. Mag Max 9.2A for $149 there, and Mappyland is a 9.4A plus actually. Jeez, $408 there on Mappyland. One we don't see much at all either.
$60.
And one published by Taxan on NES, just a low-key publisher as well.
Fair warning.
Coming soon. I don't want to see grading curves on anything either. I hope that this game isn't treated any differently.
$130.
I mean, I hope it's not. I agree. I don't like grading curves. I don't agree with grading curves. But
$170.
You were the underbidder on Jordan versus Bird. I scared you away with the water and fading. I don't know if that's good or bad, but I'm glad I pointed it out for you.
$190. $200. Fair warning. Next lot. $657.
Yeah, the magazine that talks about the games is more important than the games itself. Sounds right. Yeah, that's kind of how I see it too, Supyo. I don't see, like, we saw the Duck Hunt matte sticker, right? This is an 8.0 B plus here on Mario 2. Oval seal. We saw the Duck Hunt matte sticker and the Nintendo Power issue 1.
Fair warning.
Basically sell for the exact same price. I think it was 108 versus 120. Like, I would take that Duck Hunt 9.6 matte sticker 10 out of 10 times before I even ever considered taking the Nintendo Power magazine for $100,000. Like, I would take that Duck Hunt every single time. The odds of there being another Duck Hunt versus the odds of there being more Nintendo Powers.
Next lot.
It just isn't even it's not even a debate for me. RoboCop was an 8.5 B plus there for $228. Super Mario Bros. 2, $1,140 for the 8.0 B plus. Here's Super Mario Bros. 3, 8.5A, Right Bros. Later production copy. I wouldn't stand a chance against Sean. He's got the reach advantage. Yeah, he's got the reach advantage. Sean would be boxing me out with the jabs all day long.
Fair warning.
10 rounds of me not being able to get in against Sean.
$1,300. Fair warning. Next lot. $75. $120.
You'll take the Duck Hunt all day long, every day, same. You don't believe in grading curves either. A 9.8 needs to be a 9.8. It's okay if there can't. Yeah, exactly. Even if there's, like, you know, that's okay. It's okay if there's no A++s on some games or some systems. That's fine.
Fair warning.
But you think there might be higher odds to find another matte Duck Hunt than a 9.8 MP1? Do you think there's chances at finding a 9.6 Duck Hunt, though?
$14, $18, $20, $30, $34, $38.
Yeah, Duck Hunt is a pack-in. I do agree. I agree that Duck Hunt is a pack-in game.
Fair warning.
Nintendo Power, that issue, also was available for backorder, Supyo.
Fair warning.
What are we looking at for Pop-On Duck Hunt right now? Are there 2 matte stickers?
Next lot.
A 9.2 and a 9.6 for matte sticker Duck Hunt?
$46, $6, $7, $80, $85, $90. Fair
There's
warning.
2. We have 2 matte sticker Duck Hunts.
$95.
Like, I don't know.
$100.
Seems crazy to me. You guys are hilarious? Lay it on me, Nintendo
Fair
gal.
warning.
Mr. Incognito. It has to do with relative rarity and demand. Like, I know it's a generic answer to say to supply and demand, but, like, you know, saying saying that these games are worth what someone is willing to pay is the most annoying thing I think that anyone can ever say for an answer with how valuable or how much these games are worth. Oh, they're worth however much someone's willing to pay. Like, that is the most dead, like, brain dead, you know nothing type of analysis. And I don't mean that to attack you, Mr. Incognito. It's something I see a lot on Reddit. I see a lot in some of the Facebook groups. It's just like dipshit analysis. Oh, it's worth whatever someone will pay. Like, no, it's not. There's fucking metrics we can use to predict value and evaluate what something is going to sell for at any given time. Sorry, that's a mini rant. Just a mini rant on something that I've wanted to... Oh, man, I need to get that off my chest, apparently. Apparently, I have some pent-up feelings about worth how much someone's willing to pay.
$360.
Yeah, I don't mean it against you, Mr. Incognito. Like I said, that's just like a pent-up one there.
Next lot.
I can give you a price range, Supyo. I can give you a price range for that, right?
$22.
We're not walking in the dark.
$26, $30.
If you follow the market and you pay attention to stuff, like, no one's in the dark about stuff. You can make predictable evaluations.
$40.
At the end of the day, with open auctions, there's always going to be a bunch of noise and a bunch of variance.
Fair warning.
If you follow the market and you learn about the supply and demand of these items, you can really start to make good predictions about what is or isn't selling for high or low prices.
$65.
And relativity amongst games is the bigger thing. Like, even if you can't do objective analysis about a game, like you said there, Don Kyung Jr., what's that worth? I can't give an objective analysis about that game specifically, but I can give relative analysis based on other games of similar nature that have sold in similar grade. So there's a bunch of ways to evaluate it, even if you don't know a game specifically.
$95, $100.
But yo, welcome in, Mr. Incognito. Or Mr. Cognito. I guess you're not incognito. You are exactly who you say you are. Just some thoughts about that.
$110.
I didn't mean to just pop off there. Jesus. Wayne Gretzky's hockey. He's wearing the Black Kings jersey. Which one is the rarest version here of Gretzky hockey? There's actually 3 variants of this game. He's in the home jersey, the away jersey, and the unbranded jersey, I believe, right? 9.28 plus here on the black jersey went for $312. The Mario Bros. 3, the 8.5A went for $1,440. Mario Bros. 3, 7.0 oval. There we go. This is a price that makes sense. $159 there for a 7.0 CIB late print.
$340.
Wizards and Warriors 8.0 B plus. Always, it's always hard to find. Always sells pretty decent when it pops up. $420 there. And here's Zelda 2, The Adventure of Link 8.5A.
Fair warning.
Yeah, Sean with reserved investments, John Smith. If you didn't see the context about what we're talking about there with Nintendo Power and Duck Hunt, Sean with reserved investments just made a video yesterday, I believe, talking about his thoughts on the $100,000 sale. That's all. And he actually thinks it's a solid sale. He was, in a position of defending it. So that's what we're discussing there.
$36, $38.
How long backward, or can we still do it? Does Nintendo Power 1-800 number still work?
Fair warning.
Think about how a magazine via direct company distribution is set out. Nintendo slapped labels on those things and flew them out the door. The post office never treated magazines very well. One old newsstand stash is all it takes. Jeopardy Deluxe, sorry. We're entering into Super Nintendo here. We ended off with the Zelda 2 Adventure of Link. 8.5A CGC.
$340. Fair warning.
You think vast majority of people who have a mint Nintendo Power 1 are in reality 8.0 to 9.0. 9.8 on those is going to be super, super tough.
Fair warning. Next
Yo, Andy, welcome in, dude.
$22.
What's the likelihood of finding a box of magazines versus a case pack of games? I don't know.
$30.
Good question.
$34.
Marvel, War of the Gems there was a made in Mexico variant, 9.0A going for $408. That feels like a good price for War of the Gems. Good price to be a buyer on it.
$38, $40.
Just load up gamer stonks here. I haven't even been using many comps. We've been chatting today. We have been chatting. Like I said, coming off of all these auctions, we got some opinions floating around now, so it's a lot to talk about.
Fair warning.
Yeah, 9.0A Plus actually just sold January 31st for $660. Same variant. So you go down to a 9.0A and you pay 66% of the price, 33% less. Doesn't seem so bad at all for War of the Gems there.
Fair warning.
Into NFL Quarterback Club, 96.
Next lot.
$26. $30. $34.
Yeah, Joe Kane, did you just see the Atari results from this auction? Not a damn thing, man. Feel the same way you refuse to pay the average price on stuff because you buy it for yourself and not to flip. That's the difference between a BS answer and a well thought out answer using available data.
Warning.
Exactly, Kiwi. Exactly.
$46.
When people like to talk about this market being fake or like prices fake or whatever, there's a huge difference between not knowing a fucking thing and saying, you know, like, oh, they're just worth whatever someone will pay, and like having an actual answer based on data.
$50.
And even if it's a market you don't know anything about, like you can always kind of ascertain a real answer if you're willing to analyze data.
$65.
And back then, people weren't exactly keeping things mint like they are now. I feel the folks have recency bias at the moment with how people preserve things nowadays.
Fair warning.
Am I a fan of Billy Mitchell? How could I not be?
Next lot.
How could I not be?
$18.
What a legend. Billy Mitchell, if he was a wrestling guy, like if he was a wrestler, he would be like the best heel in wrestling history.
$36.
Just unfortunate he's not a wrestler and he's not a meme.
$44.
Maybe that person just wanted to mint Nintendo Power 1 in their personal collection, so they made it happen. 100%. I mean, someone took the speculation, someone took the gamble, someone paid the price.
Fair warning.
It is what it is, right? And that is now the high watermark for Nintendo Power until we see another one come up.
$60.
My best guess is that in the next 3 to 6 months, we are going to see another Nintendo Power 9.8.
Fair warning.
That's my guess. And when we do see it come up for auction again, I also assume it will sell for somewhere around $68,000. But I think another one is going to come. Disappointing weekly following the SIG. Usually these are like, yeah, no, I agree, Brandon. I agree. Usually these have some really good items in them. I skimmed it myself, and as far as a weekly auction following a signature auction, yeah, it is a weaker one. The one prior to the signature was pretty loaded up.
$2,800.
And how did this dude? Yeah, exactly, Supyo. Exactly. He hit a 9.8 within a year of looking for one. How many people? 9.0A plus here on Pokemon Red. $3,120. 9.0A plus Rattata. I think that's cheap.
Fair warning.
Here. We just saw some at the signature, I believe, for the
$24.
Just saw some at the signature there.
$32.
Pokemon Red. Pokemon Red 9.0A plus.
$40.
So the 9.2 copies are selling for about $3,500. Those are pretty recent. I guess if 9.2 is going for $3,500, 9.0 for $3,000 is pretty damn good actually. 9.2A plus, yeah, last went for $3,000 in January. Damn. Never mind. That's actually a solid sale for Red. Good sale. 9.0A plus there for $3,120.
Fair warning.
Pokemon Yellow 9.0A plus here. Last print of the game goes for $2,000.
$80.
Here's Jack Bros, the Japanese version of the game. I am going to throw a bid at it here.
You've been outbid.
$100.
Yeah, that's all I'm going to bid, though. The Japanese versions of... Like, Japanese Virtual Boy games, a lot like North American Virtual Boy games, aren't inherently rare to find, even unopened. Virtual Boy sold like shit. There was always a lot of unsold stock of it. Jack Bros, the North American version, is extremely rare.
$50.
Not extremely rare as a Japanese version, though. But I'm not going to push this. I don't need a Japanese version of Jack Bros. I just don't. But
fair warning.
A very sought-after game on Virtual Boy.
Next lot.
$42.
Sells for $180. Just kind of cool seeing it pop up. And here's Virtual League Baseball 9.6A plus.
Fair
$50. $60, $70, $75.
Oh yeah, sorry. What I was gonna say though is,
Fair warning.
yeah, this guy hit a
$80.
9.8 Nintendo Power within a year of searching, and that 9.8, like I said, started to exist
Fair warning.
from the 9.4 sale in November to now we have a 9.8.
Next
So within
lot.
4 months, that 9.8 was added to the pop
$55.
report. Grading Nintendo Power magazines in general was not a hot topic.
$65.
Was not something extremely
$70.
popular to be doing.
Fair warning.
75.
String, you took down the War of the Gems. Let's go, man. Good win. Cool game.
Fair warning.
Am I going to send in
$85.
any games for reholdering? I don't think they
$90.
announced any kind of reholder deal at this point, Trey. So not right now.
Fair warning.
Not right now. Yeah, the 90 plus Resident Evil 2. Easy to predict. Exactly, Subyo. Everyone saw that coming at 10,000 plus.
Fair warning.
Send me a message in Discord. Read the PMs. Okay.
$110.
I'll look out for you. What's your Discord name, Farang?
$120. $130.
Maybe Kenneth graded the
$140.
9.0 Zelda cart. Super Mario Land was a
Fair
7.5
warning.
B plus. Yellow screenshots on the back there for 690
Next
still
lot.
though. Super Mario Land just desirable in any
$42.
grade at this point. Deja Vu 1 and
$46.
2 for Game Boy Color. I don't think we've ever seen this come up before actually.
$50.
9.0 A plus for $159 into Frogger 9.6 A plus plus.
Fair warning.
Forgot to make a Game Boy timestamp there. Game Boy and Game Boy
$60.
Color. Oh, we started about 7 minutes ago, hey, give or take. We'll put it right there.
Fair warning. Next lot.
$120.
Alma, you grabbed the yellow for 2K.
$180.
There we go.
$190.
Oh, here's another Game Boy Color game I don't think we've ever seen. Yeah, first time at
$200.
Heritage. Godzilla the Series Monster Wars, 9.6 A++.
Fair warning.
I'm pretty sure this game is actually expensive as a CIB as well, I think.
$220.
Most of the Godzilla games across every console have some value to them.
Fair warning.
$240.
And with PS4, the
$260.
Godzilla game is like one of the most expensive games right now. Godzilla games in general hold
Fair
up pretty
warning.
damn well. Kind of a weird little note there.
$280. $300.
Yo,
Fair
Addy's
warning.
World, welcome. Yeah, the new Yellow WATA era. Excited for the new Yellow WATA
$320.
era.
$340.
We will have to see. There's a 9.6 A++,
Fair warning.
no ESRB coming up with the next big Heritage auction. Thoughts on end price?
Next lot.
I mean, probably 7 or 8,000, Rick?
$550.
Probably, maybe like 6, 7, 8, somewhere in there, 6 to 8,000. You just bought the 9.8 no ASRB, right? That was the same variant you
Fair
just
warning.
bought for 1920. So I think going down one would cut the price by, 50, 60%. Good
Fair
anyway.
warning.
We'll see, but as the saying goes, correlation does not imply causation. Just because
Next
someone got
lot.
lucky doesn't automatically mean there will be more
$55.
supply.
60, 70, 85, 95, 100.
Yeah, the Nintendo Power 1 debate is insanely interesting in my opinion.
$140.
I think it's very interesting conversation, which is why I want to talk
Fair
about it,
warning.
which is why I want to make a video about it. There's clearly
Next
two
lot.
very opposing trains of thought that both have
$100.
logical arguments for why, why that might be the correct outcome for Nintendo Power number 1.
Fair warning.
That's what makes it fun. I don't think it is an obvious one way or the other.
$120.
The Godzilla the
Fair
series
warning.
ended at $384. Pokemon Trading Card Game 8.5A goes for $630. I'd love to get a copy of this
Fair
game.
warning.
Very fun game to just even sit down and play.
150,
Quest for Camelot went for
$160.
$159. That's 9.6 A++. And here's Turok 2, 9.4
Fair
A++.
warning.
Bunch of Game Boy Color here coming through in CGC cases. A little bit interesting to see.
Next lot.
This is a weird one as well.
$28.
Aero Gauge for Nintendo 64, Japanese, Japanese unopened from a factory 10 pack.
$32.
Just something to keep in mind.
$34.
9.6 NS on it.
$38.
Kind of cool to see.
$40.
Kind of cool to see.
$42.
Yo, Mr. Rusty Nut.
$44, $46. $48.
Welcome, welcome, welcome.
$50. $55. $60.
Hell, sup, yo, yeah, you're thinking the same price, 7 to 8K,
$65.
exactly. No, White Wolf. Haven't missed
Fair warning.
much yet. Haven't missed much yet. If people still pay for RoboCop nostalgia, they
$75.
better pay for Godzilla.
$80.
Yeah, Godzilla holds up better as far as games are concerned. I think we had a RoboCop one sell today, didn't we?
Fair warning.
Maybe not.
$85.
QRS, Mapuland. Yeah, there it is. RoboCop 8.5B plus went for $228. Not a great grade
Fair
on
warning.
it, but yeah, people are still paying for
$90.
RoboCop on NES as well. This Aero gauge here is pushing its way up
Fair
over
warning.
$100. 9.6, no seal, unopened, brand new.
Next lot.
$340.
Turok 2 ended at $180 as well. Here's Banjo-Kazooie CGC 6.0B. And this is something I noticed with this
Fair
lot
warning.
is that Heritage says it's a left-facing rumble pack, so
$380.
Heritage does put the variation of the game in their description,
Fair warning.
which is interesting that CGC does
400
not put that information on the
$440.
label. Right? Nothing to do with the rumble
Fair
pack
warning.
facing the left direction versus the right direction.
$460.
It is a variant on Banjo-Kazooie. You can find black label copies with both left
$480.
and right facing variants. I just
Fair warning.
I'm starting to feel like a lot of times I see CGC labels that
$500.
don't have pertinent variant information listed on them.
Fair warning.
Just something I'm starting to see on a few of the labels.
$550.
Banjo-Kazooie is pushing its way
Fair
up
warning.
though.
$600.
Pushing its way up to $700 so far here. I wanted to look at Pokemon trading card games
$650.
just to see what the variant is like on that one.
Fair warning.
Oops. Pokemon trading card game.
Next lot.
$140.
A 9.2A plus last sold for $900.
$160.
8.5A went for $630 today.
$170.
That's, I mean, 7.5A if we go back to
Fair
July
warning.
2022 was worth more, $720. So, like,
Next
obviously,
lot.
Pokemon trading card game is down, but this doesn't seem like that bad of a sale compared to the 9.2A plus.
$280.
Not a ton of copies, though, have appeared over the years. At least not at
Fair
the
warning.
major auction houses. Might have better luck on eBay finding comps for that, actually. N64 starts now.
Fair warning.
All right, it already started, I guess, with the Banjo-Kazooie. Whoops. Banjo-Kazooie closed at $720. This is Pocket Monsters Stadium, gold and silver, 9.8 NS. Arguably
Fair
the
warning.
most single common available unopened Japanese game there is.
$360.
There's a ton of these out there for some reason. It's weird. $192 to this.
Fair warning.
Banjo-Kazooie $720. Powerpuff Girls Chemical Extraction 9.4
Next
plus.
lot.
$2.
Yeah, I didn't realize there were only 3 N64 games. Now I feel like an idiot.
$6.
You have no Nintendo powers and don't
$8.
actually care? Come on, big
$10.
box. Come on.
$12.
There'll probably be more super high grade copies coming up soon,
$14.
but it couldn't be that because of all the hype that the 20K 9.4. I don't think there will be
$18.
more than 10
$20.
9.8s ever. Yeah, well, that's exactly big box, right? Once the big hype sale happens, everyone
Fair
starts
warning.
checking their collections, everyone starts sending their shit in.
$22.
So if that 9.4 was the
$24.
start of people taking Nintendo Power seriously, trying to find collections, going through their own collections,
Fair warning.
this 9.8 selling for 100,000 should be
$26.
an absolute wave of people now searching for these magazines.
Fair warning.
And when everyone starts focusing on a single thing, that's
Next
when we get
lot.
to see how truly rare it is. So that first purchase for 100K is massive speculation,
$400.
hoping that another 9.8 doesn't come out now, thanks to the
$440.
sale itself. But if that sale didn't happen, we might not ever see multiple 9.8s.
Fair warning.
So it's like, what do we call that? A double-edged
Next
sword? A
lot.
chicken and the egg? What came first?
$120.
What's that called there?
$220.
The paradox of 9.8 Nintendo powers?
$260.
We can't have 9.8 Nintendo powers unless a 9.8 Nintendo power sells?
Fair warning.
Following, I don't know if any more were added to the pop report necessarily, Supyo, but we had another one sell
Fair warning.
immediately, if we count that, right? The next golden auction did have another 9.8A++, and it had a 95. I don't know if any new
Fair warning.
copies were added, though. So,
Next lot.
good point, though. Good point.
$2.
A fair counter on that.
$4.
Incredible Hulk 9.08
$6.
plus on Game Boy Advance. Yeah, we're in Game Boy Advance here. A decent little smattering of GBA.
$12. $14. $16.
$53 for that. Metroid Fusion
$18.
CGC 9.2A plus,
$20.
$504 for that. Metroid Fusion, always cool.
$22.
Just always cool to see. Sonic Advance 3, 9.4A plus, goes for $312. Have we seen this at
Fair
Heritage
warning.
before? Only 2 graded higher.
$24.
Maybe we have seen it before. We certainly don't see the Sonic Advance games often.
Fair warning.
9.4A plus there goes to 312.
$26.
Spider-Man 9.2A plus, Go Beyond the Movie. Text, right?
Fair
Oh,
warning.
text removed. This should be the second print of the game then.
$28.
9.2A plus here. Pushing its way up to $50.
Fair
And
warning.
then we have Spider-Man 2 as well, 9.6A plus.
Next lot.
$44.
Fair warning.
$48.
That
Fair
banjo
warning.
was seriously tempting you? Corn, you won the banjo.
$55.
There we go. How much? There was 720, I think, there. Good
Fair
stuff,
warning.
Corn. Good stuff.
$60.
The biggest thing on the Nintendo Power is that it's so new to market. Sure, there may not be very many 9.8s, but now the 9.4s and
Fair
9.6s roll in, and maybe another 9.8. The value lowered right off the top. Yeah. I agree.
Next lot.
I agree.
$550.
After seeing cool Trainer Ryan and PokeRev videos, you'll never touch a Pokemon trading, and those dudes have like 5
Fair
sealed
warning.
cases of them. Yeah, I've seen that, Gym Leader John. I've seen that. I don't think many
Next
of those
lot.
nice copies have even come to market.
$12.
Doesn't PokeRev have like 6
$65.
VGA copies and 6 WATA copies?
$75.
He might have like 10 to 12 of them just to himself.
Fair warning.
$85.
Fair
You never even knew there was a
$95.
9.8 Nintendo Power. All you've seen before the last signature was 9.0. Yep.
$110.
Never said it was a good buy. It's a huge risk. I assume the owner doesn't care. I assume so as well, Big Box. If you have $100,000 to drop on Nintendo Power, I have to
$150.
assume you're not sweating if the value drops by 20, 30K.
Fair warning.
Yo, Addy's World, 14 months of members. Jesus.
$160.
Much appreciated, Addy. Truly. Much, much, much appreciated.
Fair warning.
Yes, I have one of these to use.
Next lot.
Is a no ESRB the more sought after
$22.
copies or just a variant kind of thing? Which game, White Wolf? Like with Pokemon Yellow? PokeRev
Fair
has graded
$24.
copies and multiple cases. Oh my god. Oh my god.
$26.
PokeRev sitting there ready to collapse the frickin' market on Pokemon trading card game.
Fair warning.
Anyone spending a high price on this game
Next
has to
lot.
pray he never unleashes his horde on the market.
$160.
Christ. That's funny.
Fair warning. Next lot.
$55. $60.
These were factory case packs here. These were PAL versions of Dungeons and Dragons. PAL version here of
Fair
Godzilla
warning.
Domination. The Dungeons and Dragons PAL pack actually went for
$780.
$613. That's pretty good. The Godzilla one, $180. This was Rugrats Going Wild, I believe. It is North
Fair
American
warning.
one though. $53 for 6 of them.
$100.
And here are 6 Ultimate Spider-Man Italian, I believe.
$110.
PAL pack again on this. I think ITA is Italian.
$120.
Ultimate Spider-Man though went for 186, entering into GameCube, starting with Hulk 9.6A
warning.
plus.
Next lot.
$170.
$139 for Hulk 9.6A plus, going into a VGA 85 copy here of Ocarina of Time
$190.
Master Quest. Looking for 228 on it.
Fair warning.
VGA 85, probably a 9.4, 9.6A plus, somewhere in there. Probably your most likely outcome on it.
Fair
9.4A plus.
$200.
You can assure you that no one wants to lose 30K in a month, no matter how rich they are. Well, it probably won't be in a month.
$220.
It'll probably be in the next 6 to 12, I would assume, but
Fair warning.
that's the risk though, right? If no additional Nintendo Powers 9.8 come out of the woodwork, then that person might just end up being a winner.
Fair warning.
As someone who paid a premium for Pokemon TCG, what difference does it make if all the cases are
Next
being
lot.
hoarded? I want to throw in a mint copy now, not in 20
$65.
years. That was your thought process anyway?
$75.
I mean, yes. I think that's the difference between like collecting and
$90.
investing, Gyarados. We talk about that a lot, right? Like, are you collecting games or investing games?
Fair
And
warning.
I think if you're willing to own something and the
Next
actual
lot.
inherent value of you
$85,
owning the game for X
$140.
amount of time versus any kind of potential value loss is what differentiates collecting versus investing.
Fair warning.
Because from an investing standpoint, you could just say, I'll never purchase that game because of
Next
the
lot.
unknown supply out there.
$240.
Or because you know there's supply out there, I guess, because of the known supply. But because you are willing to still purchase it, because you want to own it, I get it. I get
Fair
it fully.
warning.
You're a collector. You want to own shit. I think that's like, the
Next
big
lot.
differentiating factor there.
$55.
$264 for VGA 85
$65.
on the Master Quest Ocarina. There was like no GameCube today either. Jeez, I made another timestamp for no reason. $264 there. Vex went for $117. Into a little bit of Nintendo DS
Fair warning.
actually. But yeah, Pokemon
$90.
Conquest 9.0A went for $159. Pokemon Mystery Dungeon
Fair
Explorers of Time 9.8A goes for
$95.
$264. Here's Pokemon Ranger Guardian Signs
$100.
9.2B plus on this one.
$110.
Nice little Pokemon offerings here on DS.
Fair warning.
PokeRev's new video, Crashing the Graded Games Market, featuring Carl Jobst. Yes. Exactly.
Fair warning. Next lot.
$220.
$134 for Guardian
$240.
Signs, and now here's Pokemon Ranger Shadows of Almia.
$260.
9.8A plus on this one. Nice copy of the game. Nintendo DS
Fair
Pokemon
warning.
Ranger sequel. Pushing its way up over $300. I'm not sure what these Pokemon games are worth raw on eBay at this point.
Fair
I don't
warning.
keep up with the DS Pokemon games, so maybe one of you
Next
guys can
lot.
chime in if these are solid sales, light sales, heavy
$110.
sales. Good deal for whoever got the Conquest.
$120.
9.0A for $159. The Rangers Shadows of Almia just went for $312.
$140.
Wario Master of Disguise. 9.8A
Fair
plus on this. First time offering it at Heritage.
Next lot.
Oof. I think this is a good deal here.
$42.
Wario Master of
$46.
Disguise sold for $159. 9.8A plus. I think
$55.
Goob mentioned this just earlier in the chat.
$65.
Hopefully you picked it up, Goob. That's a hell of a price. Like, if you're interested in this game, $159 to get the 9.8A plus. I doubt you can do that cheaper yourself. Conquest is like $100 CIB
warning.
on PC. Oh, jeez.
$85.
Yeah, so these Pokemon games might have been a deal in that case.
Fair warning.
Greg, you bought the Wario. Let's go, dude.
$90.
Yeah, that just feels cheap.
$95.
A 9.8A plus Wario game for $160? Take it.
Fair warning.
Easy. Fortune Street, VGA 85. A really cool Nintendo Square Enix board game crossover type of game.
$120.
It's kind of tedious to actually play. Like, there are a lot of rules. It does play kind of slow. It's kind of like a Monopoly type game. But the fact that it mashes together the Dragon Quest world and the Nintendo world just makes it really cool to me.
$50.
And it's actually pushing its way up to almost $180 here.
Fair warning.
Yeah, Fortune Street's really cool.
$160.
Just something that, like, we may never see again.
Fair warning. Next lot.
$34.
Fortune Street closes at $180. I was hoping I could get it for around $100, I'll be honest. I wasn't about to spend $200 on it. Cool game, though.
Fair
Kirby's
warning.
Return to Dreamland, 9.2A plus here.
$42.
First time you saw Fortune Street in GameStop, you thought you were looking at a
$46.
bootleg game? Yeah, GBO Metric. I did see Jones post there on ISS 99.
Fair
I feel
warning.
like I remember that selling in the weekly GBO.
$50.
And I feel like I remember saying out loud, is this the extremely rare
Fair
one
warning.
or is this not? Because I never remember if it's 98 or
$60.
99 on Game Boy Color. And then it sold for that price, and I'm pretty sure I was like, oh, I guess
Fair
it's
warning.
not the rare one. Apparently it was indeed the rare one.
$70.
So kind of freaking funny to see. The sticker on Fortune Street
Fair
hurts
warning.
you? Yep. I mean, you could
$80.
very easily... You remember me saying that about the ISS, yep.
Fair warning.
Yep. I was so close. I was so close to
$90.
knowing. I was so close to it. I just never paid attention to that game
Fair
enough.
warning.
I remember on Nintendo Age when people were first talking about it being like people didn't
Next
even know if a
lot.
box existed for that
$12.
game. That's how stupid rare it was.
$16. $20.
And then yeah, factory sealed copy. Joan picked it up for what? $200 there?
$22.
200-ish? Sold it on eBay for 1300-ish? That's a hell of a flip right there. A hell of a flip.
Fair warning.
$26.
Yo, Hockey Guy, 89. Kirby's
Fair
Return to Dreamland,
$28.
9.2A plus, ended at $114. Metroid Other M, 9.2A.
Fair warning.
I think Other M is finally starting to get a little bit of value. This game was
Next
available
lot.
for like $5 to $10 forever.
$75.
I mean, I guess a 9.2A only sells for $55. It's not getting that much value, but it's a little bit of value, you know?
$80.
There's a little bit of value there. Poke Park 2, 9.4A++.
$95.
I guess I get to sit here and bid up Alma on it?
$100.
How much is Alma willing to pay?
$140. $150.
You've been outbid.
I was hoping to win this for a little
Fair
bit
warning.
cheaper. So it's at 180 right now, 9.4A++. Pretty nice copy of the
Next
game,
lot.
but I don't need to keep pushing.
$32.
Ends for $174. Resident Evil 4 Wii Edition, 9.6A+.
$34.
Fair warning.
You just got a clean copy of Metal Warriors, but the back is messed up bad. Your question is if you replace the back with
$38.
another made in Mexico identical back, no, you'll be fine.
$40.
So long as you use the exact same cartridge back, Curtis, you'll be fine.
Fair warning.
Also, do make note of the imprinted number
$44.
on the back of the cartridge. Because sometimes those will get you flagged, but
$46.
so long as you use an identical back that, you know, fits on the game, it won't be
Fair
an issue.
warning.
For $50.
Remember Jimmy on Game Boy went dirt cheap as well? Well, what's Jimmy on Game Boy?
Fair warning.
$55.
What is Jimmy on Game Boy? Not sure what
Fair
game you're
warning.
mentioning there, GBO.
Next lot.
We see this Wii edition
$12.
quite a bit too for Resident Evil 4 for
$14.
whatever reason.
$18.
I guess just because it's a Wii game, but we last saw 9.6A plus
Fair warning.
3 weeks ago actually, and it sold for $104.
$22.
Today,
$26.
$79. Resident Evil 4 Wii
$30.
edition is on the slide. Jimmy Buckets?
Fair
Jimmy
warning.
Buckets? Jimmy Buckets out there killing it, man. Playoff Jimmy. Resident
Fair
Evil
warning.
0, 9.4A++.
Next lot.
Oh, Jimmy Connors. Jimmy
$12.
Connors. Yeah, that's probably what he's talking about.
$16.
That's probably what he's talking about, Supio.
$20.
Yeah, I think Jimmy
$24.
Connors went
20,
to
$32,
Title. I also think
$34.
Title picked up every single Titus the Fox that sold on Heritage.
$36.
Some of those extremely rare
$38.
handheld games are not the place for Heritage auctions. Or Heritage isn't the
warning.
place for some of that really rare handheld stuff.
$40. $42.
Sometimes you get too esoteric and too niche, where running an auction in
warning.
general on some of that really niche
$44.
stuff is, you know, always risky. Whether it's eBay, Heritage, anywhere you're auctioning it.
Fair warning.
If you have rare niche stuff, it's always a risk.
$46.
So. Yeah, my head immediately went to Jimmy Neutron, man.
$48.
I immediately went to Jimmy Neutron, and I was like, Jimmy's not on Game Boy.
Fair warning.
The hell's this guy
$50.
talking about?
$55.
Resident Evil Archives there went for $59 as well, 9.4A++.
$60.
I mean, at these prices, if you want one of these for your collection, you really can't
$65.
complain at $80 and $60. So here's
$70.
Tatsunoko versus Capcom, 8.0A plus on Nintendo Wii.
Fair
I'm
warning.
pretty positive this is quite an expensive game,
$75,
even
$80.
CIB on Nintendo Wii, or at least it was at one point. I guess I haven't kept up on the price.
Fair warning.
Yeah, exactly. If something's rare and
Next
niche,
lot.
you're better off just putting it up for a high buy it
$75.
now and putting an offer.
$85.
I agree 100% HW. Rarely do you want to risk the auction. with those.
$90.
Here is Pokemon Shining Pearl 9.8A++.
Fair warning.
Looking for $119 on
$95.
it? Got the 119. Looking for 124 on it.
Fair warning.
9.8A++, Shining Pearl.
Next lot.
$44.
$119.
$48.
You can't do it cheaper yourself, or it'd be hard for you to do it cheaper yourself.
$85.
Here's Xenoblade Chronicles 2, 9.88 plus on this one.
$120.
And Xenoblade Chronicles 2
Fair
actually
warning.
is pushing higher than Shining Pearl.
$130.
A bit surprising to me. 9.88 plus on this, lower grade than the Shining Pearl.
Fair
Looking
warning.
for 159 on it. As far as I know,
Next
both
lot.
of them are first print productions of the games here.
$75.
149 for Xeno Chronicles 2. Entering into Sega.
$100.
Sega.
$120. $130.
105.
$140.
That does it for Nintendo for today. Welcome to Sega Land.
Fair warning.
Oh, Flux, it's tough, man. The A++ is
$150.
freaking tough. Even when you're sending in,
$160.
like, case fresh Switch, they'll just beat you over the head if it's
Fair
not,
warning.
like, pristine.
$170.
So, it's kind of annoying when you don't get the A++ and then, you know, because your A+ can
Fair
have,
warning.
like, myriad things wrong with it. But the A++
$180.
is such a tight band at the very top there.
Fair warning.
It's kind of annoying. TVC is a blue chip, I tell you. Yeah. You're the only one believing in that thing, Startide. $100 for that, man.
Fair warning.
Timothy, you bought the Xenoblade
Next
Chronicles
lot.
2. There we go.
$2.
There we go.
$24.
Yeah, I agree, Alma. I almost like. I think Shining Pearl should sell for more than Xeno Chronicles 2, but hey,
$40.
what do I know? I don't collect Switch games, right?
$48.
I don't buy Switch stuff. I think I bought one, but seems to me like Pokemon just should bring the higher premium because there's going to be way more people who want to own it. But there's also probably going to be a lot more of them that exist, period. So I guess you can argue it both ways.
Fair
I
warning.
guess. If you really want to be technical about it.
Next lot.
Gangster Town 9.68
$5.
starts off Sega Master System and going into
28,
Parlor Games
30,
9.60 plus. I'm pretty sure we
$40.
just saw both of these games have high grade
44,
copies not long
50,
ago, as well as
60,
Penguin Land. This feels like an
75,
absolute repeat of an auction that we just had not long ago.
$120.
I'm having massive deja vu here with Gangster Town, Parlor Games, and
Fair
Penguin
warning.
Land. 9.6B plus here on Penguin.
$140.
Xenoblade Chronicles 2 is a first print.
Fair
And a
warning.
bunch were open to be played. Yeah, okay, pal. All right, pal. Everyone opened their first print.
$60.
Everyone opened their first print Xenoblade Chronicles. That means mine
Fair
is
warning.
rare. I didn't know it was a first print, though. How do you differentiate first print on Xenoblade Chronicles versus the reprint? Pearl, you can instantly
Fair
flip on
warning.
eBay at that price? Yep. They don't sell for much more than that, do they, Alma?
$190.
Like, what can you sell this for? $179 maybe at a buy it now?
$200.
Because didn't Standard Gaming also have a bunch of these Pokemon
Fair
9.8 A++ pluses? If I'm not mistaken. And I thought he was selling them around $179, $199. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he had them more expensive than that. But
$260.
I thought that was his price for 9.8 A++ on those.
Fair
Does he
warning.
still have supply?
$280.
I remember he had a bunch of Animal Crossing. I think he had the Zelda game, Link Between Worlds, or
Fair
whatever
warning.
it's called. You know which one I mean on Nintendo Switch. Does Standard Gaming still
Next
have
lot.
supply? He's been auctioning off
$12,
games now, so I don't know how much
$38.
they hold now for buy it now on the website. I haven't browsed the website in a little bit actually.
Fair
Just giving a
warning.
huge plug to standardgaming.com. Check them out.
$42.
Let's see if they have any. Whilst we're talking, here's Rescue Mission. First time at Heritage
$46.
Auctions. 9.2B on that one. Let's just check out standardgaming.com here.
$50.
Fair warning.
$60, $70, $80.
Let's look at Pokemon. What's he got?
Fair warning.
$90.
Oh, you can get Pokemon. I'm in.
$95.
Can I swap to US? I don't want to be in Canadian dollars.
$100.
In sitting here in irrelevant currency. Let's get this into US dollars.
Fair
here.
warning.
Come on. What are you doing? United States.
$110.
Okay, so Pokemon Violet you can pick up for $160, 9.8 A++.
$120.
You can get Pokemon Shield, $160. Here, you can get your Pokemon
Fair
Shining
warning.
Pearl, 9.8 A++ CGC, $160.
Next lot.
I'm pretty sure his
$2.
shipping is very reasonable as well.
$14.
So 9.8 A++,
$18.
Zelda's Link Awakening. If you don't want the extra plus, you can get 9.88 plus or 125. Metroid Dread 9.88 plus 160.
$38.
So yeah, if you want some perfect Switch games,
$50, $60, $70.
I mean, hey,
$80, $85, $90.
Hard to complain with the prices. I'll be honest. It's not much. Like that's a slim profit margin.
Fair warning.
That is a slim profit margin on these.
Next lot.
Looks like he's out of Arceus.
$2.
Yeah. So he does still have some
$4.
available. 160 bucks it looks like for some of those Pokemon games. Oh shit, he has a 9.9 here too. If you're feeling feisty, for the 9.9 A++, $260. Would you dare?
$14.
Would you dare for the 9.9? Was that not its first time at Heritage for the 139 here on Rescue Mission?
$24. $26, $28.
You think all Xenoblade 2s are first print? At least when you ordered the reprints, that's what you got? Yeah, I know Torna has different prints. Don't forget I have the Switch sales data.
Fair warning. $34.
Let's go, Tim. Yeah, spoiler, that's my website. Spoiler alert.
$38.
Yes,
$40.
when I say he still has some available, I mean me still has some available.
Fair
Go to
warning.
my website and buy my video games.
$42.
Wow, only $160?
$44.
That's a smoking deal. Whoever this guy is one hell of a guy.
$48. $50.
Check out my supply at standardgaming.com.
$60.
Dick Tracy is a 9.4 complete in box. Really high grade here on
$80.
Sega Genesis CIB Dick Tracy. That's actually hilarious.
Fair warning.
Could you imagine, Frank? Could you imagine?
Next lot.
The ultimate bamboozle.
$95.
Dick Tracy sells for barely $100 there. Grading CIB Sega
Fair
Genesis, if it's not one of the most like in-demand games on the console,
Next
not something
lot.
I would be doing right now.
$2.
Disney's Bonkers. 9.08++ goes for 119 there. Here's Baseball Tonight,
$6.
9.4B. Remember, the Sega Showcase is on Thursday, so if you're interested in Sega games,
Fair
this
warning.
Thursday will be the Showcase auction. 7 p.m. Central Time, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Starts the exact same time as a weekly. High-grade, rare Sega stuff across the board. I think it's 160 games. Master System, Genesis, Saturn, Game Gear, everything. And I think there's actually a decent amount of Sega stuff in this auction today. Yes, there is. This always usually happens when there's a showcase coming up. A lot of the stuff that doesn't make it into the showcase comes to the weekly.
$22.
So we have a little bit more Sega in this auction as well than usual.
$26.
And ESPN Tonight here is slowly fighting its way to the $50 mark.
$28.
Slowly but surely.
$32.
We're going to get $50 out of it.
Fair warning. Next lot. $220.
ESPN Baseball Tonight ends at $59 into FIFA Soccer 9.6A. Man, we see so many FIFAs. It's actually nuts.
$260. $300.
Actually pretty crazy how often we see FIFA Soccer. Yeah, that's the Mizkif emote. That's when Mizkif made his video when he lost all of his money. 9.6A FIFA goes for $348. Judge Dredd is a 9.6A plus here.
Fair warning.
I think that FIFA was just a good deal there on Genesis.
$75, $85, $90, $95.
Oh, don't pay attention to that sign-in name.
Fair warning.
Don't pay attention to the sign-in name there. Yeah, this FIFA was a hell of a deal. It just sold 3 days ago for $780. Today, $348. This is a different variant, isn't it? Though? Hold the fucking phone, folks. Give me 1 second here. First, we have the Lion King, 9.2A. We don't see the Lion King too much. Yeah, only 7 copies of this variant. 9.2A, pushing its way up to $400. What is this one? Oh, this is the same one. Same variant. Never mind. Never mind. So yeah, 3 days ago, $780. tonight. Again, this is what I said. If you show up to every single auction, you could have paid $348 for FIFA International Soccer. Fuck. I should have thrown a bid at this. I still want to get a copy of this. I think it's cool. It's the first FIFA game. $350.
$20.
A snag for the buyer.
Fair warning.
You almost bought a 9.9 Switch game on Standard Gaming for $400. You were very close, but you stood your ground. Still can't justify $260.
Fair warning.
For Switch Link's Awakening. Yeah, getting the 9.9 versus 9.8. I don't know. I don't know enough yet about this. I want to see the CGC breakdown. I want a full published pop report, period. And then I want to see the actual breakdown of how often 9.9s are being given out versus 9.8.
Fair warning.
Before I decide what kind of premium I want to pay for the 9.8 grade.
$36.
Or 9.9 grade.
Fair warning.
The Lion King did close at $408 there.
$12. $180.
The market is flooded with FIFA. Next sale, $150. You'll get yours. I mean, I hope so, right? I hope so. Like I said, we're seeing a lot of them pop up, Elysium. It is kind of crazy.
Next lot.
Almost every auction or two, we're seeing a FIFA soccer.
$34.
No Ruby Sapphire tonight, Fuppuccino. No Ruby Sapphire.
Fair warning. $38. $42.
Is Mizkif still losing money on his boxes? Yes. Like, technically, Razor Gem, yes. Since he made that video, his stuff is probably almost all down even more. So, Mizkif is indeed still losing money on his boxes. And that's why the emo is... that's why this emote is appropriately titled, My Boxes. Fucking Mizkif and his boxes.
$65.
Super Thunderblade was an 8.5B. Actually went for $204 there. Wheel of Fortune had some fading on the spine. 9.0A plus for $84. Adventures of Batman and Robin is a 9.6A plus. Let's just see when this was graded here.
Fair $140.
When was this graded?
$150.
January 2022, hey?
Fair warning.
Like I said, it's interesting when you get into the world of A+ seals. Because, like, here's a clear corner break on this game, right? Like, that's a hole. That's a rip. Pretty substantial one, too.
Fair warning.
And I think there was one on this corner as well.
$42.
I think it's ripped. It's ripped right here. You can see this little one right where my cursor is.
$48. $50.
I don't know if this is a rip right here as well, though. If you look at this right here, what I'm outlining, it almost looks like this is a complete hole as well. But I'm not 100% sure on that. But this is what I mean when I say the A+ seal rating can have, like... Here's another rip right here. The A+ seal rating can look really, really nice, or an A+ seal can look like shit. And it's so inconsistent. Or not even that it's inconsistent, it's just such a wide variance. Such a wide variance for what A+ means.
$10, $12, $14, $16, $18,
you know?
$20.
Is Miz live with Emeru? Is he right now?
$24.
I haven't been watching much Mizkif lately. Miz is getting pressed right now, speedrunning SM64. Yeah, I haven't watched Miz in a while.
$26.
I was watching Miz, Ludwig, that whole group of people so much during the COVID days. I don't know if Mizkif still does buy Daniel.
Next lot.
He at least hasn't talked about it that I've seen.
$80. $90.
Not sure if he still buys or not.
$100.
I would assume he still dips his toes here and there. It seemed like he was passionate about it, but I don't know how much time he spends watching the market and shit. Then we went into a little spring here of their Sega 32X games. 2 copies of Cosmic Carnage. 9.6A++ goes for $89. And then someone bought an 8.5A++ for $53. I mean, just buy the beautiful copy at that point, right? $40 difference, $30 difference, $35.
$75.
And you can have the beautiful copy versus having this kind of shitty copy. Zaxxon's Mother Base 2000 was a 9.0A+ or $124. Heir of Zender, we see this game a decent amount of time, though.
$22.
I'm sure you get these questions a lot, but how would you price 9.8 Ruby and Sapphire 9.6 you're looking to buy?
Fair warning.
Pretty damn high, Fupuccino. Like, pretty damn high. 9.8 Ruby.
Next lot.
Does that even exist?
$9. $12.
The first place you will want to go, Foop, like to help yourself get some
$16.
information, is make an account on Heritage Auctions, and then just on the main
$24.
page, you can search their archive if you just type in, like, Pokemon Ruby.
Fair warning.
And if you go over to completed
$36.
listings here, you can at least see everything that has sold. Like, here's a
$40.
9.68 Plus from July 2021. Prices are down substantially since 2021, but you can also filter, you know, most recent sales, and you can start getting information at least. You can start seeing relative sales.
Fair warning.
Most recent was the 9.48 Plus for 2520. So,
Next lot.
you can extrapolate from there.
$12.
But I would recommend making an account on here just so you can at least see some of the relative sales that are taking place. A lot of sales, 9.68 Plus for 3,500 back in November. A lot of sales on these games now take place at auction houses, so it can be difficult to find all of the information. But Heritage has a massive archive, so it's a good place to start. Then you might also want to make an account at Golden Auctions. You might want to also make an account at Hakes, PWCC, Certified Link. There's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of auction houses. And of course, check your eBay comps as well, but it's hard to put a direct price, especially on the 9.8. That's where it gets really hard to pick an exact price.
$16.
That's incredible. Your friend has both those. Really good games there.
Fair warning.
All of them are rips. You're going to bid but bailed
$20.
on it. Yeah, HW, that copy, that 9.68 Plus copy was beat. That was awful. I don't think Carl has bought GoldenEye yet. No, I don't think so. Is Luigi Wii U for 100 at a WATA 8.5 decent? It's not bad, Andrew. Like, an 8.5 on any Wii U game isn't good. You know what I mean? Like, you spent $100 on Luigi Wii U. For $100, you could buy a nicer copy on eBay. Probably a much nicer copy, honestly. And just get it graded yourself. So for, I don't know, $120, maybe $140, you probably could have just bought yourself a nicer one and graded it yourself.
$26.
If we're talking about Wii U, you really don't want to get an 8.5 copy. It's kind of shit, if I'm going to be completely frank. Like, it's below average by quite a bit. It's just, is it an 8.5 A plus at least?
Fair warning.
So paying $100 for it isn't a gross overpay, but there's also, like, not a lot of value in it. You know what I mean?
$60.
Like, you can't lose a lot of money on it, obviously. $100 isn't a lot of money, but, like, there's not much value there either.
Fair warning.
If someone grades an 8.5 Wii U game, it's more of a fuck-up, to be honest.
Fair warning.
Yeah, 8.5A. Ugh.
Next lot.
Ugh. Yeah.
$12.
Ugh.
$30.
Yeah, I wish I could be more positive, Andrew. I got to keep it real with you. It's not good. It's not good.
Fair warning.
I have a really good video breaking down
$2.
where you might want to try and target if you are looking for modern games. Like, it'll at least give you statistics of what the data actually says. Here's what Greg watches. They'll give you statistics for the data, at least, where you can make decisions.
$26.
If you check out,
fair warning.
What the fuck is it? Wow, this guy makes a lot of great content. This video.
Next
The truth about modern graded games. If you check out this one with the modern junk slabs, can I just share this right here? I can share it. Copy the link. If you check out that video, I run a lot of statistics on, like, Wii U, GameCube, Wii games as to what the average grades are and what you can expect out of graded games for those consoles. And then you can at least try to get the averages, be above average, stuff like that. If you're going to pay for a Wii U game or something that's already graded, and it's something like an 8.5A, just go buy your own copy off of eBay. Because almost any random copy you purchase is going to be better than 8.5A.
$32.
So. And that may change in the future. That's just, you know, right now. Generally speaking.
Fair warning.
Yeah, no, it's no problem, man. Andrew, you paid $100 to learn some stuff, right? Like $100 to learn is it's a small investment.
$85, $95, $100, $170.
A used up napkin is 8.5A. I mean,
$80.
you're getting there. Entering into PlayStation here.
Fair warning.
$190, $220.
Exceptional condition. A seal that is near mint condition but has a few small flaws that are not very distracting. Can have light scuffs or other small detracting marks, but no holes. Exactly. WATA just needs to update their website as to what an A and an A plus means. So.
Fair warning.
$360.
Yeah, the WATA website descriptions are terrible for that.
Fair warning.
$380.
Fair warning.
Yeah, no, and it's good to be nervous about that, Andrew. It is fully possible to buy fakes. Like get used to seeing Y folds and touching sealed games and stuff. All that's going to come with experience and time. But you know,
Next lot.
With Wii U games, like $60, you know, $70. The odds of them being resealed aren't great. Just try to buy from reputable sellers and stuff like that.
Fair warning.
As you handle more sealed games, you'll start getting a better hang of it. Buster Groove 2 here was a 9.8A plus. Actually sold for $468 as well.
Fair warning.
We last saw 9.6A back in August 2022 sell for $300.
Next lot.
Before that, we had a 9.8A plus Buster Groove 2. July signature, the fabled July 2021 signature for $2,000. I'm a bit surprised that Buster Groove 2 even has this kind of value attached to it. Oh man, it's published by NX too. That's crazy. Yeah, not a game I've really thought much about ever.
Fair warning.
A 9.8A plus still brings $468. Obviously down tremendously from the July 2021 highs, but
$55.
still has some value. Ultimate Battle 22, $70 for the 9.6A plus. Hoshigami, ruining Blue Earth. I can never remember the what the subtitle is. 9.68 plus Atlas published UPC Punch, $216 there. That seems kind of cheap. Isn't this game like $100 CIB? Micro Machines V3 9.2A plus. We have 60 games to go, folks. Appreciate you guys hanging out on another Tuesday.
$10.
Micro Machines V3 ends at 94 into Twisted Metal Small Brawl. 9.8A plus plus on it. Always cool to see Twisted Metal in such perfect grade. Yeah, word to the wise, take your time. Nothing's going to run away from you, and there's always another copy. Yep, that is some great advice right there, truly. Don't get FOMO, control yourself. Slow and steady is absolutely okay right now.
$150.
Your experience with reseals? First print GameCube is the newest you generally see. However, there's a bozo reselling PS3 games. Frankly, if you're looking out for reseals, GameCube and Nintendo DS are going to be by far the worst consoles you can purchase for. GameCube and DS, man. Fuck.
Fair warning.
Reseals and fakes. DS is just crowded with fakes and reseals. GameCube has a lot of reseals.
Fair warning.
But if you're going newer than that, it's not as big of an issue.
Next lot.
This is Warcraft 2, The Dark Saga on PS1 there. 8.0A plus going for $264. Here's a factory case of 12 Shooter Starfighter Sandvane.
$18.
It's a top-down shooter. There's 12 sealed games inside.
Fair warning.
Looking for $50.
$22.
We're bidding our way up to $50. 12 inside of here. 12 sealed copies of this game.
Warning.
Shooter Starfighter Sandvine. I don't even know what game that is.
$28.
Fair warning.
Sandvane.
$30.
Oh, it's this game. We've seen this come up before. Shooter Starfighter Sandvane. Looks like a factory sealed copy will run you, I don't know.
$36.
Hey, a pack sold on eBay. Oh no, it's sold on Heritage. Last sold March 7th for $216. Well, it's still pushing. We're pushing up to $69 today. Enjoy the videos, bro. You ran into and you did some research on WATA games. Yo, let's go, Macho Man.
$44.
I appreciate it, man.
$46.
Hopefully your WATA research started with the Carl Jobs video, and then from there you started, you know?
Fair warning.
Started going from there. That's where most people start their WATA research.
$75.
For better or for
$80.
worse.
Fair warning.
This time, the factory case of 12 sells for $73. Starting into PS2 here, Call of Duty Finest Hour 9.6A Black Label copy with security strip. Real copy of COD
$90.
is now pushing its way over $100. We're looking for $119 on it here.
Fair warning.
Yo, Daniel Freeman, the signature was great, man.
$95.
The signature is always exciting. There weren't as many
Fair warning.
amazing banger high game sales as we've seen at, some of the other signatures. This is a trend that continues. Crossing the $100,000 mark at the signature is very difficult these days, even with premium games. So at the extreme high end, more of the same,
Fair
really.
warning.
But throughout the signature, I mean, there was exciting stuff every single day. It was a 3-day event, so man, it was a bit of a grind, I'll be honest.
Fair warning.
I think day one was 4.5 hours of auction.
Next lot.
It was a big
$4.
signature. I think the total amount was over 2 million as well. Call of Duty ends at $144 into Devil May Cry 2. Promotional UPC punch, but this is also a real copy of Devil May Cry 2, and it has fading on the case spine though. 8.5A.
Fair warning.
You're planning on grading your childhood games, just get them in a case and put them on display. You
$18.
don't want the number. You're going to go with the Gen Tag, personal collection. There we go, Macho Man.
$20.
I don't think I've seen many people use the Gen Tag yet. The Gen Tag
Fair
being
warning,
genuine. For anyone who doesn't know,
$22.
you can grade with WATA and not have a
Fair warning.
you don't have to have a grade. You can just get the Gen put on the label.
Next lot.
So yeah, I don't think I've seen many people do
$55.
that, Macho, but very solid choice. No issues with that.
$65.
Final Fantasy 12 is a 9.6A plus.
Fair warning.
Looking for $100. Looking for there we go. We got it. We got to $100.
$80.
The pacing felt like it could be better, but not mad at the SIG only lasting an hour on Saturday. Yeah, the weird thing, Super Junk, to me is
Next
Friday and
lot.
Saturday were both an hour each.
$220.
Or like an hour and a half. Hour and a half. Those arguably, like, I don't
Fair
want to say
warning.
should have, but could have been collapsed into a single game.
Next lot.
A single day, I mean,
$12,
instead of dragging it 3 days.
$26.
I don't have actual statistics for this, but I would
$28.
assume that asking people to come out
$30.
Thursday, Friday, and Saturday for an auction, you just get a massive
warning.
drop-off. Massive drop-off
$32.
as to people who can actually show up 3 days in a row. Even if it's only for an hour, right? That block of time,
$38,
asking people to
$40.
show up again to the auction house to bid.
$42.
I don't know, man. I think that's tough. I think that's a tall order to stretch that over 3 days.
Fair
If day
warning.
2 had been 3 hours, I think it's fine. Yeah, exactly. I think if you make the second day a 3-hour event, that is fully fine.
Fair warning.
But just my own opinions there.
$46. $48. $50. $55.
Putting a grade gives you option to easily sell in the future. The same price as the genuine tag.
$60.
Genuine is a waste, even if personal connect or collection.
$70.
I kind of agree with you, Rob, that, you know, if you're going to get it graded, you might as well just get the grade on it. Unless the game is going to be such a bad
Fair
grade
warning.
that, you know, it's almost embarrassing.
$80.
But I would probably just get the normal grading as well. But,
Fair warning.
I mean, hey, it's your own games, it's your own collection. Do as you please. God of War
Next
2 is a
lot.
9.6A plus, going for $240.
$75.
Grand Theft Auto's trilogy here. San
$85.
Andreas is also from the trilogy, and Vice City is also from the trilogy. Then we have Guitar Hero, 9.4A plus
Fair
without
warning.
the part number. An actual first print of Guitar Hero, I believe, or the retail copy, I should say. Retail copy, first print. I'm not sure how it works with Guitar Hero,
Fair
but I
warning.
believe this is the more desirable version.
$150.
Should you get consoles CIB
warning.
graded? You can't at this point for Anglove. You actually can't grade CIB consoles
Next
with
lot.
anyone right now.
$2.
VGA is the only company that grades
$14.
consoles, and the only thing they'll
$18.
grade is either brand new,
$22.
unopened, or opened but
$26.
unused.
$28.
The grades will not be good and you don't plan on selling them at all? Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough.
Fair warning.
Yo, another Greg in the chat. I don't know if there's enough room in here for 2 Gregs, bro. I'll be honest with you.
Fair warning.
I'll be honest with you, Greg O. That's just me on an alt talking to myself. Chat's slow today. I should talk with myself.
$34.
When will the VGA pop report come? From one
Fair
Greg
warning.
to another, man. I don't fucking know.
$36.
Soon, I hope.
$38.
Like, realistically, Greg, it should be here in the next 3 to 6 months. It
Fair
should
warning.
be. It should be here before the end of the year.
Next lot.
But they do not have an actual
Next.
timeline.
Previous
for
lot
the
reopened.
release.
$38.
There isn't actually a timeline for the
$42.
release. Unfortunately,
Fair
Farang,
warning.
I had shirts with sleeves. Then they all end up like this, bro.
$44.
They all end up like that.
$56.
So, no shirts with sleeves anymore.
Fair warning.
Yeah, Jaws Unleashed was actually a super fun game. 9.68 plus here coming up for PS2. Super fun game back when it released. You have to subscribe. Those are for the YouTube members, Daniel Freeman.
$55.
You get some funny, you get some great Joey, you get some Mizkif.
$65.
We got all the good emotes in here now. Those are for the YouTube memberships there.
Fair warning.
We all say that, Macho Man, life changes.
Next lot. $55. $100.
Yeah, I know that previous lot reopened sound there like scared the shit out of me.
$70. $180. $190.
But yeah, the 9.88 plus plus trilogy there went for 170. So here's Guitar Hero, the no part number, 9.48 plus. We'll go ahead and take a look at the comps on this one too.
Fair warning.
We've been seeing too much Guitar Hero, I believe. We need the red octane one, right? Product code.
$280.
What? Variants. I don't know how
Fair
to
warning.
differentiate these. Am I in the wrong game? Guitar Hero Red
$300.
Octane. How are these differentiated? Guitar Hero Activated.
Fair warning.
What I want?
$320.
No, that's not what I want.
$340. $360.
Guitar Hero Red Octane.
$380.
Is this the 0013 part code?
Fair warning.
Oh, boy.
$400. $420.
No part number. I don't know. Someone help me out. Someone who knows Guitar
Fair
Hero
warning.
really well, help me out.
$460. $460.
9.4A plus without the part number
Fair
last
warning.
sold.
$480.
Been a while, actually.
$500. $550.
Oh, we don't get comps. We don't get
Fair
comps.
warning.
That was an 0013. Is that the one I want to see?
Next lot.
The 0013?
$110.
Yes, it is.
$120.
So 9.4A plus just sold for $600. 9.6A plus last sold
Fair
for
warning.
over 1,000. That was in January. And the
$130.
9.4 copy just sold for $300 in December. So if we go for the 9.4A plus, this price has doubled since the last sale in December on Guitar Hero. Someone got themselves a great deal back in December on this. Jaws Unleashed,
warning.
9.6A plus.
$180.
Have I got to get the Greg Games brand
Fair
Dunkaroos
warning.
yet? Not yet, Rob. Not yet. They're coming. They're coming.
Next lot.
If WATA got populations out before
$34,
VGA, and with VGA being around a lot
$44.
longer, along with still costing much more to grade regular sized games, that should tell you everything you need to know.
Fair warning.
I mean, hey, Milk.
Next lot. $22.
I don't know. People will have excuses for why it's
$26.
taken VGA so long. They have to filter through all the variants. They have to get that information together.
Fair warning.
I don't know, man.
$30, $34, $38.
Where the fuck's the pop report?
$42.
$204 to Jaws
$44,
Unleashed,
$46.
9.6A plus. This is the reprint of Katamari Damacy, 9.6A plus plus for 71. Here's Kessen
warning.
3, 9.8A plus. First time at
$50,
Heritage. I was gonna say we've never
$60.
seen Kessen 3. Not games that I've ever played. They're more of those
$70.
games published by Koei. I can never remember how to say it. Sorry, guys. I think it's Koei. But they're like strategy games. It's never been my cup of tea.
$85. Fair warning. $95. $100.
Almond milk is for babies. Almond milk is delicious. Get a game for 180. 2
warning.
weeks later, lose 60 bucks on a game. Have to just stop bidding on stuff. Which game, Gary?
Next lot.
Which game did you lose 60 bucks 2 weeks later? That's tough, man. Kessin goes for 124. Just not a popular game, I don't think. Here's Kingdom Hearts 2, 9.4 ace. The foil print version of the game, silver foil print.
Next lot.
Didn't get any bids, I don't believe.
$22,
$154 there.
$70.
Here's Mega Man Anniversary Collection, 9.8 A++.
Fair warning.
Hello, Mr. Satan. Judge Dredd on Genesis.
$80.
Did it sell for that little today?
$100.
Sold for only $119 today. Oh my god. Yeah, wow.
$110.
That's just like pretty crazy how low that sold for this week, Gary. I thought you got a good price when you paid what, 160 then? 170?
$120.
Feels like that game literally can't sell for much less. Solid grade on a solid game, but
fair warning.
A 9.6 A++ on this. 9.8, sorry.
$140. $150.
I don't even know the last time we've seen one. We haven't seen one since December. This is a Mega Man Anniversary Collection.
$60.
Still pushing. A game that was very heavily reprinted.
Fair warning. $170. $180.
Mega Man Anniversary Collection.
$200.
This should be the reprint version here.
Fair warning.
And Mateo. Oh no, this might be an earlier one.
Next lot. $2.
10 classic colors. It's either San Francisco or San Mateo address.
$6. $10.
Take a peek.
$14.
They don't have it on the cover if
$18.
it's San Francisco or Mateo. Look for an
22,
address here. This is a
$26.
San Francisco copy, so this should be the
$34.
reprint copy of it. Right? San Francisco
Fair
went to
warning.
San Mateo later, I believe.
$36. $38.
No. Yes? Ugh. What's the pop report say here?
Fair warning.
San Francisco does have 10
$40.
9.8 A++s. That
$42.
I think that's, I think that's the reprint one.
$44.
On Mega Man Anniversary Collection.
$46.
So what, did it go Sunnyvale, San Francisco, San Mateo? Is that the Capcom?
Fair warning.
Is that the Capcom addresses there? Sunnyvale
$48.
to San Francisco
$50.
to San Mateo? Does that sound right? Where's Joe Kane when you need him?
Fair warning. Next lot.
You've heard the average amount collectors are spending on Tears of the Kingdom is about $750.
$120.
What do you mean by that?
$140.
The average amount collectors are spending. Oh, to get an OLED
You've been
collector's
outbid.
accessories. Jesus. Nintendo did amazing. Yeah, that's insane, man. Here's Mega Man X7, 9.8 A+ on this. Just great grade on a cool Mega Man game.
Fair warning. $240.
Do I collect other things besides games? Yes, Farang. I do Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh cards as well.
Next lot. $18.
It's low grades, you understand, maybe selling in the future, but people won't buy the grade, just the game itself, so I'll stick with the gen, looks more attractive. Yeah, 100%, dude. 100%. I'm not going to try and talk you out of it. Not going to try and talk you out of that. Mega Man X7 closes at $264 for the 9.8 A+.
$44.
Yeah, that's cool. I was really hoping this was going to end around 150, 160, but didn't get it.
$50.
Monster Hunter is 9.6A. This is an actual early print of the game. Monster Hunter was heavily reprinted on PS2. This is the early version with security strip, so we are actually seeing some bidding taking place on it. And Monster Hunter, obviously, huge franchise these days.
Warning.
It's kind of crazy it got its start all the way back in 2004. Oh, I would love to know the pops as well, man. I would love to know the pops as well, Greg. We all would.
$140.
We all would.
Fair.
What's Odd Couple 2?
$160.
I just sounded like Odd Couple 2. Sunnyvale, San Mateo, and then San Francisco. Okay, yeah. I think that's what I said. Fuck, I don't even know. Sunnyvale, Mateo, San Francisco. Sunnyvale, Mateo, San
$102.
I need to remember that. I need to remember the stupid Capcom publishing.
Fair warning.
Sunnyvale, Mateo, San Francisco.
$220. $240.
Yeah, just keep giving away all of Dylan's money. Exactly, Farang. Exactly. We'll just keep bidding away all of his money.
$260.
Monster Hunter is still pushing as well. We're up to almost $300 here. We'll see if we have any comps for Monster Hunter.
Fair warning. $280.
No.
Fair warning.
We haven't seen it since November 2022. We're at 9.88 plus sold for 1,000. 9.88 plus also sold for 900 all the way back in 2021. So we barely see it come to the auction houses. Monster Hunter, $312 today for a 9.68.
$14, $16, $18, $20, $22.
If Dylan don't like it, hit him with the gun show.
$26.
NBA 07 The Life featuring
Fair
Kobe
warning.
Bryant on the cover. 9.48 on this one.
$32, $34, $36, $38.
The PS2 version was super hard. Interesting. I actually never had the pleasure of playing Monster Hunter on PS2. I don't even think I knew it existed. Like I haven't touched the
$50.
I haven't touched the Monster Hunter series ever. I think I only ever started learning about it though once it was like a much more established franchise.
$65.
And then I was surprised to learn that it was like on PS2. I was like, whoa,
$75.
Monster Hunter started on PS2? What? When? Who?
$80.
Why?
Fair
Do you
warning.
think we are going to curve now in terms of market returning to parity? Not really, Rob. I just don't see any kind of broader economic reason for the market to take any kind of shift. Like, we aren't seeing brutal drops anymore in a 3 to 6 month span. In about a 3 month span. Stuff's pretty steady. I don't know if we're going to see...
Fair warning.
Like, a difference
$110
in pricing, so to speak. You know, just a little bit of bouncing around here and there, but I don't know if we're going to see sustainable trends in one direction.
$120.
What the fuck is my credit card bill saying? Monster Hunter 2, Greg. Yeah, just flexing on him. Exactly. Just hit him with that look and a flex.
$28. $120.
Here's R-Type Final 9.68 plus. 3 graded higher out of 11 total.
Fair warning.
For the R-Type fans out there. It pushed all the way up to $100 really quick, actually. And that was it. Almost $150. $139 for it. NBA 07 actually got up to $139 as well. Just has notoriety because it is a Kobe Bryant cover on a PS2 game.
$14.
I don't think there's anything else about the game that's interesting. Just that it is a Kobe Bryant cover.
$16.
Oh, Marty, you just won it. There you go. So you can tell me, is there anything else about the game? Or is that it?
$22. $24, $26.
It's a first print, that's why. What makes it a first print, Marty?
$32, $34.
Is it the hologram sticker, or what makes it a first print?
Warning.
Am I still investing in Black Box NES?
$36, $38.
Rob, I don't really have the kind of money to invest in it, I'll be honest.
$40, $42.
I don't really have the money to actively invest in Black Box NES. I think it still is investable, but I can't do it. You know what I mean? I keep my eyes open for potential upgrades here and there, but factory sealed Black Box NES?
$65,
You're dreaming, dude.
$70.
Oh, it's a square hologram sticker. The second print is a circle. There we go. Oh, that's interesting. I did not know that. So when we're talking about the hologram sticker here on NBA 07 Life, just this little one that goes on the case right here. So apparently the second reprint of this game has a circle instead of a square.
10, 14,
That's a square. It has to be a circle. For all the SpongeBob fans in the chat.
Fair warning.
Resident Evil 4 Greatest Hits 9.88 plus goes for $94 into Digital Devil Saga 2. 9.68 plus on this.
Fair warning.
Another game, yeah, this is from a factory sealed 12 pack.
24.
It's possible we might see a whole bunch of these come up in the weeklies. So if you are looking to pick yourself up a copy, you might be able to look a week or two ahead for the auctions and see if there's more of them coming. But 9.68 plus right here, we're pushing to $60.
Fair warning.
Always a good time to pick up some of these overprinted games when they come up for open auction. Because in general, like $57 for this, right? You can't get it any cheaper. Here's Persona 3 FES, another really overprinted PS2 game. 9.68 plus on this one.
$70, $80.
Question, you have Resident Evil Trilogy Pack on PS2. One game is not sealed, but two are. Do I grade individually or the Trilogy box? I don't know, thank you. In general, you don't want to grade those Trilogy Packs separate,
Fair
Nation.
warning.
So, I would grade the box itself. But
Next lot.
grading the box itself through
$2,
VGA, which is your only option, is going to cost you like $130 US dollars.
$28, $30, $30,
So,
$34, $36.
You're looking at a really high
$38,
grading cost to do that.
$42, $44.
Either way,
$46, $48,
it's just,
$50.
I mean, maybe if it's in super nice condition, it might be worth it, but
$75,
you really have to consider that cost to grade.
$90, $95,
Yeah.
$110.
Oh, I know, Elijah. I know, but I also knew that if anyone knows SpongeBob, they'll know exactly what I'm referencing.
Fair warning.
And the fact that you did, it means my joke worked.
$130.
I barely do grad sales, Rob. I barely do grad sales. Our grad sale season is so short here because like we have snow on the ground for, I don't know, 8 months of the year.
Fair
6
warning.
months of the year. Make grad sale hunt videos with no sleeves.
$60.
Yeah, I generally speaking, I don't do grad sales anymore.
Fair warning.
It's a lot of grind and a lot of time for nothing.
Next lot.
Like, do you guys still go to
$2.
grad sales? I probably haven't been serious about grad sales in
$4, $8,
6
$10,
years?
$14, $6, $18.
to where I actually like planned it out and would hunt for them. Probably 2016, 2017, I stopped doing it for the most part.
$22, $24, $26, $20, $30, $32.
But I ever do road trips to the southern U.S. and does it pay off?
30,
Maybe drop in a
$46.
gaming expo. I'd love to, Rob. At some point, I would love to.
$38, $40.
I don't know if it would pay off, so to
$42,
speak, but I would love to do it regardless.
$46, $48, $50, $50, $60, $60, $70.
The way I say garage is fun, I don't think
$80.
so. That's the only way to pronounce garage.
Fair warning.
Just like that. That's how you spell it, isn't it? G-R-A-J?
Next
Garage?
lot.
Garage sale?
$320.
Entering into PS3 here.
$360.
Demon Souls starts us off with a 9.6 A+ copy CGC.
$420.
Pushing its way up over $500 here.
Fair
Still a
warning.
game I need to pick up at some point.
$440.
Today will not be that day.
$460.
I was hoping this was gonna stick around $300-400, but
Fair
we're up
warning.
to 550.
$480.
Grad sale season starting somewhat around you. Went to a few recently. Not a huge payoff, but still a lot of fun. Yeah,
Fair
it's
warning.
100% just for fun,
Next
right?
lot.
Like,
65.
you really can't expect to find
$85.
anything at a grad sale at this point.
$95.
You just do it because you love it. And if you don't love it, you shouldn't waste your time doing it.
Fair warning.
You went to a free grad sale. Games are the first to
$110.
disappear. Yeah, of course. And if you are going to grad sale for the purpose of making money, for actually trying
warning.
to find stuff, you have to broaden your horizons
$120.
big time. Like, you have to learn about clothing. You have to learn about electronics. You should really learn about
$130.
DVDs, vinyl, just anything else that you could find in a grad sale that would
Fair
be
warning.
worth reselling, or, you know what I mean? Board games.
Next
If you're
lot.
only looking for games,
$2.
nah, you're going to find
$4.
fuck all.
$6.
But if you have a you have a
$8,
wider
$10,
net you can cast,
$14,
you can still
$8,
find some stuff for sure.
$24, $26, $28.
But you still probably shouldn't expect to find anything. Because more
Fair
often than
warning.
not, you will
$30,
find absolutely nothing.
$32, $34.
Demon Souls went for 552
$36.
though. Let's take a peek at what we just saw not long ago for that game.
$38,
Just kidding, we can't.
$40.
PS3 is not on here because WATA does not have PS3 pop reports.
Fair
So we can try
warning.
clicking into it. Here we go. 9.68 plus last sold for
$42,
$720. That was a
$44.
WATA graded copy, but that was back in November. $720, 9.68 plus. Today, the 9.68 plus CGC is down to $550. Perhaps if I cross my fingers and keep waiting, I can get
Fair
myself
warning.
a copy in the $400 range. Perhaps. Demon Souls drops again. Yeah, there we go.
$55.
There we go. Yep, like I said, HW, maybe I
Fair
can just
warning.
cross my fingers and bide my time, man, and I can get myself a cheap Demon Souls.
Next lot.
Maybe it might happen.
$3.
PS5, Miles Morales, 9.80A.
$5.
Sealed Ultimate Launch Edition. This was like I was saying with that guy who had the 8.5
$7,
Luigi's on Wii U.
$12,
A 9.0A on PS5 is bad. Here, this is why. It has a cut in
Fair
the case on the back. So it's very likely that when this case of games was opened, buddy who was working the X-Acto knife just put it right through the back of the case.
$18.
You just slice right across and you slice the game as well. It's a very common thing. I have a factory sealed game behind me for Nintendo DS that has the same slice in it, unfortunately.
Next lot.
Pretty common thing to happen.
$20. $22. $24.
Entering in to original Xbox as we enter in to the final 30 games of the auction. You found a few easy flips, $3 calculator, you flipped some, yeah, same day for $50, $1 broken Vita with a game in it, sold that for 30. You just don't know how much energy I want to put into learning about other stuff. Exactly. But that's what I mean though, Cam, right? You bought a $3 calculator and flipped it for 50.
Warning.
Just having a broad knowledge base of electronics helps immensely, which I don't have.
$2.
I don't know fuck all.
$28.
So.
$32. $36. $40.
But just being able to expand that helps a lot.
$75.
There's a fire in your room. You can save 3 games. What are they?
$10. $120.
It's probably the Gray Majora's Mask behind me. That's an easy grab. I don't even know after that. Probably a couple of the sealed black box games. Like, I would just grab whatever's worth the most. There is no sentimental that would overrule the dollar value. At least in this room. Maybe in my whole collection.
Fair $150.
Is that a weird thing? I don't think there's anything I'm so sentimental towards that I would rather take that versus some of the most expensive items in my collection. Is that a weird thing? Does that mean I'm like fake gamer confirmed? I'm a dirty reseller?
Fair warning. Next lot.
What'd you clip? What's clipped?
$240.
Atari Anthology goes for $65. Batman Rise of Zoo 9.6A goes for $192. Here's Black. This was a pretty cool game when it came out. 9.8A plus.
Fair warning.
Black was a big game. I remember like the advertisements and shit for it. Cool game. 9.8A plus here. First time at Heritage, highest copy out of just 2.
Fair warning.
9.8A plus.
$340.
You do the same and cry later about the 150 nostalgia ones I let burn. Yeah, I agree.
Next lot.
Clipping and posting at the RGC.
$4.
I know fuck all. That's the clip.
$6.
I know fuck all.
$8. $10.
Black
$14,
actually pushed its way up to almost $400.
$26. $30.
Not too shabby at all.
$36.
Here's Blinks 2. Masters of Times and Master of Time. Oh my god. Masters of Time and Space. 9.6A plus, highest graded copy of Blinks 2. Let's go, Blinks fans. Yeah, what graded game would I give up to get Tucker back? They fired Tucker, man. They fired Tucker. How could they do that?
Fair warning.
No doubt, Rob. No doubt. Game-wise, you're the same. None of your collection is from your childhood, so you just grab value. If it was just card items or other household items, you'd grab sentimental stuff.
$160.
I think there's something sentimental I'd want to grab. I just, like, can't think of it. Like, if I could only take one item out of my house right now, what would I grab? I don't know. I got some pretty expensive games in here, man.
$4.
You know what I mean? Kind of weird to think like that.
$6, $8,
like photos
$10,
and shit. I can probably have. I probably have most of them backed up somewhere. I don't know.
Fair warning.
I don't know. Maybe I'm not that sentimental of a person. Oh god, am I a sociopath? Oh dear. Let's just focus on the auction. Blinks 2 sells for $99. Blood Rain 2 is also a 9.8A plus there for $180. Capcom Classics Collections with stickers everywhere. 9.6A on this.
Fair warning.
Sorry, Cat. Carries out armfuls of Pokemon.
Next lot.
Sorry, Cat.
$12.
Exactly. The cat can be repurchased. Like, I cannot afford to replace these games.
$20, $30, $36. $40, $44, $48, $55.
The Capcom Classics there sells for $65. Here's Narnia 9.6A plus. First time at Heritage Auctions.
Fair warning.
Only copy on the Pop Report. Somehow it pushed it. Somehow, some way, some reason here. Narnia is pushing its way up to $139. Narnia fans are out in full force today. Anything and everything has a price. You wouldn't say no to crazy offers. Tucker Carlson, Alma. Didn't you hear the news, Alma? They got Tucker, man.
Fair warning.
Does it feel different having the actual game copy you owned during your childhood? Like, I don't really, you know, I own some of my childhood games still, Rob, but I don't find myself, like, heavily emotionally attached to them.
$2
versus just having another cartridge.
$6.
You know what I mean? Like, I've bought factory sealed copies of Ocarina of Time, and at that point, I think that means more to me than, like, the copy I played growing up. I don't know.
$38, $40.
But he's a sociopath, tough to see. Yeah, anyway, let's get back to the $30 games here. Except for Narnia, Cam.
$70.
Slap my ass and call me the witch in the wardrobe there. $192. I do not know why. As far as I'm concerned, Narnia is a pretty dead franchise. I don't know. $192 for that is high.
$120.
Like, that's a good Xbox sale. That sold for as much as Batman. Here's Crash Twinsanity with a magazine offer on the cover, 9.4A+, but the disc is loose inside. So, gotta consider that.
Fair warning. $150.
Having had to do that before a flood, I have a couple of specific sentimental, not replaceable things, plus the backup drives of your photography work.
$160. Fair warning.
Yeah, it's crazy. I don't know. Like, I'm sure there is something where I wouldn't want to, but off the top of my head, I can't think of it.
$16. $20. $22. $24.
Which, like I said, I guess that makes me a sociopath. Dead to Rights 2. This is also really cool. 9.8A on this. Only copy on the Pop Report, 9.8A. Dead to Rights 2.
$42.
Crash Twinsanity actually did close for $180 with the loose disc inside. Perhaps you can get that disc. If this is a 9.4A plus with a loose disc, assumedly, you could put the disc back on the spindle and regrade this a 9.6 or even a 9.8. They do treat loose disc against the overall grade of the game.
Fair warning.
Whoever bought it might be thinking that themselves.
Next lot.
Yeah, exactly. Just a good old shoot 'em up game.
$80.
Just when every single game and franchise had like shooters and stuff. What a great era of gaming. Here's Destroy All Humans, talking about good games from that era. Destroy All Humans. What a frickin' game. 9.6A plus on this.
Fair warning. $180.
I'm not surprised to see this one getting some love. Cool game.
Fair warning.
Really cool game. If you think graded game collection leads to sociopath, how do you say that? Sociopathy? Or do you have to change how you pronounce it? Sociopathy? That doesn't sound right. Probably sociopathy. No, sociopathy. We're going back. Go ahead and hit the like button. Turns out I never say that form of the word out loud. Sociopathy. Sociopathy.
Next lot. $12.
Sociology. That's what you just have to say. There it is.
$22.
Sociopathy.
$26.
Sociopathy.
$34.
Christ almighty.
$38.
$264. Yeah, pretending my therapist doesn't say it to me.
$48.
$264 to destroy all humans. What peds am I on? I wish. I wish for Anglove. If steroids didn't fuck up like everything about you, I would love to go on them.
$75.
But, like, the drawbacks of it is just there's just so much.
$90.
Yeah, it's Leviosa. It's sociopathy.
Fair warning.
But yes, Rob, there will be a new video right away on the new WATA cases.
Next lot.
Probably tomorrow or the next day.
$170.
Sociopathy. Yeah, that's what I thought. You had to change the pronunciation. I knew it. I just couldn't do it. Sociopathy. Sociopathy.
$220.
Yeah, so would I. Love to be able to eat worse, train less, and still be ripped. Exactly.
Fair warning.
Exactly. Looking like you belong on a frickin' stage.
$240.
I just like the drawbacks are just crazy. So, I don't know.
Fair warning.
At the end of the day, it's like I'm never going to compete or need
Next lot.
steroids for anything to do.
$32.
You know what I mean? It would be pure ego. Ego and nothing else. And like my ego isn't worth
$40,
deteriorating my entire health.
$48.
As unfortunate as it is.
$65.
Also, Half-Life 2 was a
$75.
9.6A+. Really good grade on
$85.
Half-Life 2. We often see these in like the 9.2A, A+. $264 for a high grade one. Also, Deus Ex 9.6A. Kind of cool to see Deus Ex pop up. $114 for that. Here's Metal Arms glitching the system 9.6A+. Actually, some really solid grades on original Xbox games
Next
today.
lot.
Really solid games on original Xbox. $114 there for Metal Arms. And here's Shark Tales.
$4.
Is this the absolute
$8,
best of Will Smith? 9.4A.
$12. $14.
This is Will Smith, right? Am I wrong now?
Fair warning.
I think it's Will Smith.
$18. $20.
I haven't seen Shark Tale in forever.
$26. $28. $30. $32. $34. $36. $38.
The only original Xbox game you have sealed is a Black Label
$40.
Obi-Wan your wife found at Goodwill. That's a really cool one to have, Milk. If you can only have one,
Fair
having that
warning.
Obi-Wan game is pretty damn cool. You need roids for gains,
Next
bro.
lot.
Swole is the
$2.
goal. True. It's frickin' true.
$4.
Shark Tale ends at $67.
$8. $10.
Here's Pirates. Sid Meier's Pirates,
6,
9.4A+.
$22.
Which I'm fully willing to spend like $50 on. A game that I played a ton
Fair
growing
warning.
up.
$24.
You've been outbid.
9.4A+ here on Sid Meier's
$26,
Pirates.
$28. $30.
I originally
$32.
bought, like, for
You've
my
been
brother, I
outbid.
had bought him, this was years ago. What year is this? 2005? So probably
Fair
sometime
warning.
05, 06.
30,
I bought
36,
him Pirates of the
$38.
Caribbean. Probably the third movie at that time, hey? But I bought him Pirates of the Caribbean for original Xbox.
Fair warning.
And
$40.
the person at EB
$42.
Games, GameStop, for you Americans out there, gave us the disc for this
Fair
game
warning.
instead. So instead of Pirates of the Caribbean, we popped in
Next
Sid
lot.
Meier's Pirates, and the game was fucking
$22.
awesome. So, like, we never
26,
returned it
32,
because this game was
36,
great. And I remember
$40.
my brother was roasting me hard
$44.
because he would say, who the fuck buys a game based on a
$48,
movie?
55, 65,
Who buys a
$70.
game based on a movie? And that became a big meme in our
$75.
household. Because you could never, like, you'd never
$80.
purchase the game based on the movie.
$85.
At the time, we must have been, I guess, 12 years old, give or take. He would have been like
$90.
14. Sid Meier's Pirates ends at $69. Cool
Fair
game.
warning.
I should pick up a copy at some point.
$95.
Sudeki 9.6A.
Fair warning.
You spent more than that on NFTs? Do you
Next
still
lot.
have any, Farang?
$60.
Do you still have any NFTs? They're dead, bro. Should have sold your NFTs,
$70.
bro.
$80. $90. $100.
Yeah, in the NES era, exactly. There are games not based on movies.
$140.
Exactly.
$160.
They're always such
$180.
random quality if you were buying games based on movies.
$200.
I do like JRPGs, Rob, but I don't play them nearly as much
$220.
these days. Shark Tale is Will Smith. Let's go. Also, what
Fair
the heck?
warning.
Can we talk about Van Helsing here? A game based on a movie? Oh my
Next
god.
lot.
Van Helsing,
$2.
9.8A. Just went for $240.
$8. $10.
Van
$14,
Helsing,
$18,
$240
$20,
bucks.
$34.
What?
$38.
That's crazy.
$44.
Van Helsing fans.
$46,
Cool movie, but like I haven't thought of
$48,
Van Helsing
$50,
since, I don't know, right now. Like, when's the last time I thought about Van
$60,
Helsing? Never. And right now.
$70.
9.88 for $240.
$80.
Voodoo Vince is 9.68 plus.
$85.
0 copies graded higher of this variant on the Pop Report. I didn't know this game has a
Fair
variant.
warning.
The slab says no country, but this is made in the USA. Getting deep with the Voodoo Vince variants here.
$100.
9.68 plus, only on Xbox.
Fair warning.
Yeah, you did. You were crypto curious. Yeah, fair. I never bought an NFT, but I had
Next
friends who were
lot.
deep into it.
$2. $4.
I followed what was
$6,
happening with
$8,
NFTs on the
$10,
sidelines, but
$14,
never got involved
$18,
myself.
$22, $26, $30, $34,
Sea of Stars should be an exception. Try the demo, you'll see what I mean. Don't normally play two.
$42,
Sea of
$46,
Let me just write that down so I don't forget.
$50.
The problem with JRPGs, Rob, is just like how much of a time investment they are these days. Like, it's hard for me to sit down knowing a game is going to take me, I don't know, 30 plus hours. Van Helsing was fucking great when it came out, JT. And was I just like a young kid or something? When did this come out? Like 05 probably? I thought Van Helsing was awesome. I haven't seen it in like, 15 years plus, but I thought it was awesome. You had a similar situation at GameStop where they somehow accidentally gave you a used Advance Wars instead of Spyro Seasons of Ice. Did you stick out Advance Wars? Yeah, Big W, I assume you just kept it, right? I mean, heck, if I was looking for a Spyro game, though, and they gave me Advance Wars, I might be kind of choked, I'll be honest. You got a sealed copy of the first Dead to Rights on Xbox. You're going to grade, but it doesn't have the cellophane.
Next lot.
Yeah, if it doesn't have the cellophane, White Wolf, absolutely do not grade it. Unfortunately.
$6.
No cellophane, $10, not worth your time.
$18,
It'll sell for fuck all. They'll receive an NS grade on it, and the value will be minimal. It's just like, it's just genuinely not worth your money to grade it if you don't have the cellophane.
$42.
$124 for Voodoo Vince. X-Men Legends was a 9.6A plus for a 159. Honestly, like, there's so many of these Xbox games that are really cool selling in the $150 range. Lots of games here that I would love to pick up.
Fair warning.
9.6A for Assassin's Creed 2 here. Xbox 360 starts now. We are 12 games from the finish line, folks. Wow, COD for 360 is coming up. Yeah, a very investable asset. 8.5A on Black Ops, and Modern Warfare 2 is what? A not for resale system pack? Yes. Still, high grade on Modern Warfare 2, sitting at $420. Damn. Even for the NFR console pack there. Do you agree the time commitment you don't have to? You think it'd be a nice slow burn game? Comes out August, then the demo is incredible. Yeah, I'll take a peek at it.
Fair warning. $60.
I assume PS6 in games, and I assume so, Frank. I assume PS6 and more modern than that will be all streaming. I'd be surprised if we maintain physical.
$360.
Doesn't make sense to me. There's no reason we should.
$380.
Call of Duty Black Ops 8.5A for $84. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 9.6 plus. 9.6A plus. Not for resale, console pack in version. Still bringing in some solid value despite being the console pack in. There are very few shrink wrapped lithium. There are some exceptions with original Xbox, but not a lot. So if you have one that doesn't have Y folds, like check eBay or something to try and find another copy. Otherwise, like, you're gonna want to stick to Y folds for like 99% of games.
$550.
Yo, I appreciate it, Rob. Seriously, dude.
Fair warning.
Appreciate all the support, man.
Next lot. $2.
Heck, I think me and you were talking back when I had like around 1,000 subs.
$6.
Long time ago.
$10. $14.
Modern Warfare 2 closes at $600. Yeah, I mean, I think that's good value for the console pack in version. It's probably down from its old sales. I mean, I guess we can just take a peek in a second here.
$38. $42. $44.
I'm going to use Gamer Stonks for this one, actually. See what's happening with Modern Warfare 2.
Fair warning. Next lot. $26.
What is this? 206. Oh, there, NFR. Good. 9.4A plus for 204. No, this did fucking great. Never mind. Hold the phone. This did fantastic. The last time it sold was August 2022 for $372. Same variant, same grade. Today it went for $600. It's almost a double up in price. If we go all the way back to July 2022, it sold for $780. $900 in June 2022,
$70.
and it first sold for $1,440 in May 2022. So from 1 year, you know, the value's down more than half, but from the last time we saw it at auction, it did really well.
$80.
So, depends how far you want to zoom out here for this Modern Warfare 2 sale.
Fair warning.
You can still come down to Australia and you'll hook you up. That's what I like to hear, Rob.
$85.
That's what I like to hear, dude. Do the people grading the games? Yes, absolutely. The people grading Lithium do know which ones were shrink wrap and which ones were Y-fold. Like, absolutely. I can say that with quite bit of confidence, especially at WATA Games, as their head researcher. The head research and authentication guy was like a massive Xbox collector. He might know more about Xbox than anyone.
$36, $38.
So, with WATA especially, like, yes. But across the grading companies, yeah. They'll know which ones were shrink wrapped and which ones weren't. If you stick around in the hobby long enough and if you look at enough Xbox games, it's not like random as to which ones are. It's not like, oh, that one, you know, sometimes does. It's like there's 15 games where everyone knows that they have the variant. And you know what I mean? Like, it's well documented information at this point. It's just one of those things where you have to learn it for yourself. And I can't, like, you know, I don't even know the lot.
$2.
Off the top of my head, I can tell you Half-Life 2 and Halo 2. But that's about all I can tell you off the top of my head.
$10, $14, $18, $22, $24.
Grand Theft Auto 4, 9.4A goes for $109. Grand Theft Auto 5, 9.6A goes for $104. Yeah, no problem, Lithium, no problem. 9.2A here on the Halo Anniversary. Canadian version, eh?
Fair warning.
It's Halo, eh?
Next lot.
Van Helsing is underrated. It's not fantastic by any stretch, but entertaining. God, I'm getting like an itch now to watch Van Helsing again.
$95.
Maybe if I say Van Helsing out loud enough, TikTok will start giving me like movie shorts of it.
Fair warning.
That seems to be how I watch movies these days. Just through TikTok.
$110.
I just keep watching when they upload the little pieces. I watched most of District 9 the other day on TikTok.
Fair
the 1 minute shorts.
$130.
Seems like a pretty cool movie. Pretty cool movie.
Fair warning. $140.
Here's Halo 4 again, 9.8A+.
Fair warning.
Yeah, Master Chief and his other brother Doug. Exactly. We gotta go on another mission, eh?
Fair warning.
The 9.8A+ this week closes at $169. Here's the 9.6A+ this week. Every single week we see these. Watching a movie via TikTok shorts sound like hell? It's not bad. It's not bad. You get the gist of it. They skip all the, you know, all the blah. They skip all the stuff you don't need to see.
$46, $48, $50.
Consume a movie in about 12 minutes and have the gist of what happened.
$65.
Yo, Lithium with the $1. Appreciate it, dude.
Fair
Much
warning.
appreciated.
$70.
Very generous, dude. I appreciate it.
$75. Fair warning.
Yeah, Subway Surfers and Minecraft Parkour on the left and right, exactly.
Next lot. $24.
Exactly.
$95. $100.
Here's Mass Effect 9.6A+. Do not sell before.
You've been outbid.
I'll bid it up here, you know. We'll take it up to $150, $180. Mass Effect is cool. This is an early print of the game, but
$180.
I'm just not in a spot to spend $200 and some on Mass Effect right now.
Fair warning.
Did you guys not do that on TikTok?
$240.
Like you just get fed like little clips of shows and movies and stuff, then you just like keep watching them.
Fair warning.
Then all of a sudden, you know, you've seen the whole movie.
$280.
That's how it works. That's how TikTok works. Watch documentaries, can watch movies.
$360.
I don't have time to watch a whole movie these days. Mass Effect is pumping too.
$400.
Is this the highest one we've ever seen or something? We're pushing up to like $500 here on the 9.6A+.
$440. Fair warning.
Let's take a peek at Mass Effect.
$480.
Whoops.
Fair warning.
Highest grade. Yeah, I knew there had to be something here. Yeah, okay, so this is the highest grade we've ever seen. 9.4A+ though, last sold for $159, which is why I was thinking maybe tonight could be a steal. But no, absolutely not. Highest grade ever come to Heritage Auctions. Is it the highest grade on the Pop Report?
Fair warning.
Yes, it is. There are 3 in this grade.
Next
so
lot.
Mass Effect pushes its way all the way up to 720. Whew. Really solid sale. Really solid sale.
$130. $150.
Yeah, wow. Apparently I was never even in the running for this game, so that's good to know. It always makes me feel good when I'm not even close.
Warning.
Damn. Yeah, 720 on the close there, Alma. Damn. Mass Effect having a bit of a push there.
Fair warning.
Here's Minecraft 9.68 Plus. This is the reprint version of the game.
$180.
Without the Xbox Live trial. Still, it's a 9.68 Plus high grade copy, but
fair warning.
The first print is like one of the highest selling Xbox
Next
games
lot.
ever.
$2.
What's the comps? Like 20, 30,000 on first print Minecraft? It's fucking insane.
$8. $10.
Unreal Tournament
$14,
3.
$18,
9.68 Plus. With the little sticker there for Gears of War 2. Probably a demo,
$42.
I would assume.
$44. $46.
Yeah, I got Otogi 2 rejected by VGA Milk. Rejected by VGA, accepted by WATA.
$48. $55. $60.
They were Y-fold sealed games. VGA didn't like something about them. I don't know. They came from Deal Tavern on eBay. I'm pretty sure they were case fresh. Deal Tavern being a very popular wholesaler. I'm sure a lot of you guys have dealt with them if you've bought sealed games over the years. Ultimate Tournament 3 is actually really cool here too. 9.68 plus on this. Highest graded out of 2 on the March Pop report.
$95.
Does WATA Games add information about the game on the label in the general price, or does that cost? No, general price. General price.
Next lot.
It depends, Macho. If you're submitting CIB games, you won't get all of the info on the label. Oh, hold that thought. Here's Fortnite 9.4A plus.
$950. $1,000.
Pushing its way here. 9.4A plus. We're going over $1,000.
Fair $1,100.
We'll check the comps on Fortnite for sure here. Oh, we can't, can we? They're going to call this Xbox
Fair
One.
Warning.
Yep. We can't easily check the comps on Gamerstonk, so we'll have to use Heritage.
The auction is
It
now
closed
closed.
at $1,200. They have the wrong variant listed in the copy that just sold. They're calling this the Storm Master Weapons Pack on the Heritage description. But this is not this doesn't have the sticker on it. It's not the Storm Master Weapon Pack right here. So went for $1,200, but they're gonna link me the other copies that are the first prints. Ugh. Feels like a hassle now to try and find the variants on this. Let's see. Fortnite, Xbox. If we can just get them quick. Ew, yuck. Gallery view, please. Okay, so 9.4A plus, or 9.6A, I guess, without the sticker. Last went for $1,680 in November. That's our closest comp. All these other ones are with the sticker, which should be the earlier prints of these games. You can see the little llama sticker there on the left-hand side. So 9.6A went for $1,680 back in November. Tonight, the 9.4A plus goes for $1,200. Seems fine. Seems pretty fine. Yeah, Macho Man, if you grade complete in-box games with WATA, you won't get the details about the manual or the cartridge unless you pay for their additional service. So if you don't pay for the CIB Plus service, it's just going to say the game name, and then underneath it will say matching components. I don't think I can find you an example of it. But yeah. So you won't have the manual variation listed or the cartridge variation listed, which doesn't really matter unless you're submitting something that has an important variant associated with the cartridge or the manual. But it'll just say matching components on the label. Yeah, I can't find you an example of it, though. There aren't a whole lot. It's a new thing they started doing, so there aren't a whole lot for me to find in general. Pokemon Red version took the auction tonight, which is crazy. 3,120. The highest item in the auction, Pokemon Red 9.0A plus Rattata. Damn! Right underneath that is Pokemon Yellow 9.0A plus third print for $2,000. And then we go into Mario Bros. 3, 8.5A for $1,440. Fortnite, the $1,200 one there, was number 4. And the only other game over $1,000 tonight, and the only one that's even like after that, we're down to Banjo-Kazooie at $720. But the only other game over $1,000 was Mario Bros. 2, Oval Seal 8.0B+. Brian, I think you need that sticker, though, in order to be part of that pre-order, like, in order to 100% be part of the early run of the games. Because technically, without the sticker, you could also be a later print of the game then. Unless I'm crazy. I'm not a Fortnite, like, expert on this by all means, so I'm all open for information. But I was under the impression that only the ones with the stickers were considered, like, true first prints of this game. And more desirable overall. That's how I was treating them anyway. If I'm wrong or off base, please, by all means. On the other side of the auction, yeah, Mass Effect was the big winner today. I agree. Mass Effect freaking crushed. We have 2 games that take the loser slot. We have Space Spartans for the IntelliVoice. It talks. Adds voice to Intellivision. Space Spartans went for $41, 9.0B plus for Intellivision. And Moon Patrol, 8.5B plus, also goes for $41. Can I gritty? He wittily grittying at the heritage auctions. I actually can't Super Junk. Not something I've ever attempted to do. I know the general motion of it, so like, in essence, probably. But not something I've ever worked on. It was a DNSB decaps. It should have been. It said it was. If it wasn't, someone just got fleeced. The WATA label says it was. DNSB here. I don't know. I can't make... Yeah, the sticker's right here. You can make it out on the side, I think. I think the sticker's right here. So it should be. You should be safe on the Mass Effect, whoever bid on that. On that note, though, we are back on Thursday. 7 p.m. Central Time, 8 p.m. Eastern Time for the Sega Showcase Auction. Hopefully you guys don't miss it. Tonight's auction, of course, sponsored by Heritage Auctions. Appreciate you guys coming out. Reach out using the links in the description of the video to consign with Heritage. Get free appraisals. They can help you grade your stuff. Reach out if you're interested in consigning. Videogames@ha.com for any other questions. Join the Discord. And we'll see you guys on Thursday. Jesus. See, I forgot already. Don't forget, Thursday. Fuck, the Sega auction. I'll see you guys on Thursday. Have a good night, everybody.